Welcome back, Saints Nation, to the last game day of the week. My name is Theo, known as the Holy One. I'm joined by
Patrick Smoke Chambers.
Yeah, and today we have three exciting games for our St. Clair teams. Today we're starting off with COD Academy. We're going to be taking on Florida International University, and then at the same time we're going to be watching Rocket League Green from our Saints playing up against University of Michigan. And then a bit later on we're going to have some CS2 action from our academy team taking on Conestoga Condors. So what are you most excited for today?
I honestly think that obviously everybody here, if you've watched before and you've watched me cast before, you know that I love Rocket League, obviously. I'm definitely excited for the Rocket League match, although I also hear that our COD team is very good as well, so I'll be happy to cast them as well. But as far as our Rocket League team goes, Uni of Michigan, we saw them a little bit, I want to say, in some of these closed qualifier CRL not playoff, but qualifier CRL tournaments that I've done over the past couple of weekends, and I don't quite remember, but I think they're pretty solid. I had to imagine. So hopefully a good little challenge for the green team. Hopefully the green team comes up on top, but it's Rocket League, so anything can happen. Your thoughts?
I mean, we know all our teams are really strong. All our teams are really good. Our CS team, I just want to give them a little shout out. Won 13-1-31 the last time they played. They're in insane form right now. Hopefully they're going to repeat the same thing they did last time. And our COD team, academy team, is also very strong. So they're going to be looking for a swift 3-0 if possible tonight. I can't wait for the action.
Yeah, and again, just to touch where we left off, obviously, can't wait to see our COD team play. On the side of Rocket League as well, obviously, it's going to be nice to see the green team play in a little while because I haven't seen them play in a little while, so it's going to be nice to see the green team. Obviously, last time I casted them, Spoods was an amazing backline defender, and really the X factor in that tournament was seeing how the other two in Nitrix and Vesh were able to kind of help him get out of that backfield a little more and have the offense cooking all the way through. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully they step up to the challenge today, playing against a good team, and hopefully they can take the victory. But with that being said, we're going to throw it to a quick little break. We'll be back with the action in just a bit. Welcome back. We are about to get started with our Saints Green against University of Michigan, and we are off.
Immediately, I must say, looking like a shot coming in from Timmy. Good save out by Vesh. The Saints Green team immediately having a little bit of pressure on them. Going to be interesting to see how they clear off the back foot. Nitrix going to look to do just that before he gets demoed by Pack. Timmy using the flip now. He's going to try to get the air dribble and the 50, and he is successful in doing so. A little bit of technical difficulties right now,
Hey,
but
we're
it
back
seems
in,
like we're
we're
back
back
in.
in.
Yeah, Spoots off the pinch on the sidewall. Timmy's going to be able to challenge that like so. It seems like right now, University of Michigan throwing up some good pressure. Anything you want to say about that one, Theo?
Yeah, they're playing with a lot of pressure, not trying to get, let's think they're get near their goal, trying to play up there in the field.
Yeah, and I have to agree with that. Seems like right now, Michigan player trying to get a little bit of pressure off the back line, but it's not going to work. Nitrix able to read that out right now. Vesh trying to force a shot. Can the redirect come in? Bump from Nitrix. It's not going to go down, though. Timmy with a great save. Pass from Spoods, but it seems like he's not going to find anyone. Probably just trying to get into the back corner and try to force some pressure. Nitrix with a long clear out. Saints looking very calm and collected on defense. Demos coming out, though, by Timmy, and I must say, Michigan, they're looking really strong in these demos. Saints, you have to somehow respond to this pressure. Demos will eventually stack up and add up like that right there. Nitrix going to be able to save out the entire team just to keep them off the burn sheet a little bit. That demo did affect that. Nitrix, can he find the shot? Not quite, but he's going to try to set up Spoods. However, Spoods, good to not challenge in as he knows that Pack does have this sorted. He does not want to overcommit. Vesh, flip canceling to get onto the wall. He has another flip now to wave dash. Going to be able to rotate Timmy, forcing pressure. Spoods on the back line clear. He's going to be on the ceiling. He has another flip he can use here. Opting go for the team pinch to clear. Juventix able to keep it in distance. Vesh, redirect, is going to be able to find Spoods off the back wall. No, not quite. Pack, able to save it out, and he's going to be able to force the clear. Spoods on the sidewall now. 67 boost. He has a lot of time. He's going to force the 50. Nitrix trying to set up a double, but it's not going to quite go. Bump trying to come in. Vesh, can you find the shot? Not really. It's going to get cleared out by Ventex, or I can't remember what his name is. I think he's, I'm just going to call him Uni from now on, just to get it really close up.
Oh, that's a
Really good save, though.
Nice, good finish by Nitrix. University of Michigan got those two demos early, but they couldn't capitalize. St. Clair just waited it out, waited until they got a good opportunity and managed to finish up the back.
Yeah, no, you said it perfectly, honestly. They were able to find their bumps, able to find their men. They had the backboard read. It just had to be two players to force it in. That's all it took. With a really good kickoff is Vesh trying to find the redirect. He's not going to quite have it. It's going to be a little bit short, saved out by Pack. Now Spoots carrying it. Going to leave it for Vesh. Vesh with a quick touch. It's going to be a little bit high. It's not going to quite find anything, though. The defender able to clear it out. Spoots on the sidewall. He's going to look for the center. Looking for the pass in Nitrix. Nitrix, can you have the flip here? Can you go for the ground pinch? He's going to opt to do so. Vesh, one touch. Can he find it? Not quite. Juventix is doing a really good job right now of just staying steady on defense. Spoots not going to be able to find the double as Pack able to clear it out right now. St. Clair forcing good, yet good pressure, but the quality of shot needs to be a little bit higher there. Nitrix looking to change that, but Pack able to get the quick save out from the initial pressure from Vesh. Spoots off the corner. He was on it on one side. He's there yet again, but he's not going to find anything. Vesh off the wall. Can he find the double? Not quite, but he's going to leave it back down, and the drop down shot is going to go Spoots' way.
Yeah, and it seems St. Clair loved using the back wall above the net for rebounds. This is the second time they've just shot it and followed up on the drop right in front of the net, and a good finish both times.
Yeah, and it seems like right now that is what their bread and butter is. That's been both ways they've scored right now. Michigan, you got to defend your back wall a little bit better. Saints playing a little bit of ping pong off of it, honestly. Yeah. And it just seems like right now, Michigan, they're struggling to really find some pressure in the back line. It seems like the ball's just kind of been in the Orange side. Vesh looking for a demo or a bump on the goalkeeper. He's going to try to find one, but Pack able to force out the save. Vesh using that wave dash to try to get on the ground. He's going to be able to flip it across the net, but no one able to quite be there to finish. Nitrix trying to get some initial pressure. Timmy forces it out. Spoods needs to win this challenge, and he does. Gets to the corner. Who's going to be there? Nitrix with a huge demo. That is massive from the Saints. Can they get some offense from it? No, not really. Vesh having some troubles on the corner right now. Spoods, he needs to try to delay time. Nitrix has 100 boost, but Vesh needs to try to get back on defense, and he does. Picks up the 100 pad. That's massive. Gets the quick clear. Timmy with nothing. It's going to be a little bit of an awkward rotation from Michigan, trying to find the back wall. Can Juventix find it? Not quite. Good defense there from Spoods, and even if he didn't have it, Juventix not having enough boost to get there. Nitrix with a quick flip off the ceiling. He's going to try to find the drop-down pass, not going to be able to be found. Juventix with a quick clear, and it seems like wherever St. Clair dashes pressure, Juventix very quick to relieve it. It seems like he's kind of that backline defender for his team right now, and they need it. Juventix is going to be the next one to be demoed. And I must say, Theo, yeah, you were about to comment on it. Yes, it seems like right now, St. Clair, you got to think, if they can get Juventix out of this back line, you can find a lot of offensive pressure coming in here.
Of course, they've been on the attack this whole game, it feels like, but Juventix has been able to neutralize that pressure. If they manage to get a demo, then you go fast, as Juventix finds a demo on NECC, and they're going to look for the attack here. The Spoods gets the save.
And now I will say the demos were coming out earlier on the side of U of Michigan, and they almost just, it almost paid off really well, but not quite. Nothing really falls to fruition. 7 seconds left on the clock, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. They just need to burn time here. Really good high ball from Vesh, and that should kill it. Air dribble real quick off the bump. Can he set up the last shot? No, not quite. It's going to be cleared out, but it doesn't matter. Saints take game 1, 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, well played by the Saints. They managed to withstand the pressure of University with those demos, and then they managed, once they got all 3 people up, get up on the other side of the map, don't give up any pressure, don't give up any space, and they managed to get those tap-ins. 2 goals, nice goals by the Saints.
Yeah, and while they do that, honestly, what I really have to comment on is the rotations from the Saints, right? You have all 3 men up doing pressure, but it seemed like whenever the ball was just out of that end, someone was always there on the defensive back line, and that's really important because you have to be able to avoid those demos coming back, and it feels like the rotations were just so clean, untouched on the way back, able to force out good defense.
Yeah, I mean, the St. Clair, our team, I guess, has gelled very well. It's a bit of a new roster, and they've been put together well. They've been playing a lot, and you could see it by their gameplay. They're not making any mistakes. They're playing almost as perfect as they can. They're not rushing anything. They're taking their time, make sure they get the good opportunities, and they're following up.
Absolutely.
Off into game 2.
As we get into game 2, Juventix immediately looking for some pressure on the back wall. Vesh able to clear it out. He's looking to find Spoods. Spoods, can you leave it for a pass? He's going to redirect it off the corner, but it's going to be picked up by Pack. Pack electing not to use his flip. He's going to try to fake low on the first challenge. He has no boost, though he has to use the flip. Really good job by Pack there. He's going to force it to the sidewall, trying to find the challenge on the Spoods. Vesh able to take it away. He has the flip. He's going to use it to accelerate. He has the boost, but it's just going to be Timmy beating him to the ball. And it seems like right now it's a little bit of a back and forth. We've seen both teams having a little bit of pressure on the field. Vesh, can he find the redirect? Not quite. That would have been a beautiful shot, though. Hit out by Unitix once again, and it just feels like, or Juventix, sorry. Juventix is just on that, defensive pressure again. He is just that man back for the University of Michigan. Right now, Saints looking to try to find challenges, trying to find clears to see if they can get it done.
Yeah, you can see University of Michigan are in the half of the Saints most of this round. They're putting on the pressure after that first game. They don't want to lose this series. They're putting it all, but St. Clair's going to look to get the pressure back, get their position back, get the rotations down as they have the ball at half field.
NECC air dribbling. Can he find the flip? No, not quite, but he's going to low challenge and then dunk to try to get that goal, but it's not going to quite go down. Vesh, 2 jumps off the sidewall. Going to be key to get him to that challenge. Spoods, you need to play slow here, and he does. Beautiful challenge on the first man. It's going to force Juventix into an awkward touch, having to have Pack to double commit onto the rotate. It might bite him in the butt, though. However, NECC going to be able to force that pressure, and Michigan looking a little awkward. As I say that, though, Vesh with an awkward miss of himself. Yeah. He's going to try to get to the corner, though, and he's going to recover very nicely, actually, just forcing a little bit of pressure. St. Clair, they mess up a little bit, but it seems like right now the rotations are just so clean, it doesn't really matter. If a man makes a mistake, it just seems like they're just kind of covering for each other.
Yeah, they're playing like 2 people on the sides and 1 person always in the center to make sure if any mistakes happens, it's not too bad. So there's always that safety net as there's a counterattack by Michigan. They're on the side of St. Clair. It's looking dangerous, but Spoods gets to contest out the air.
And it seems like right now this is going to be a little bit of Michigan offense. Redirect is going to come through, not quite. Vesh able to have the long clear, but it seems like no Saint is going to be able to beat him to the ball. I stand corrected. Vesh with a beautiful rotation. He's going to be able to meet it there. NECC with the other pressure, but it's going to leave Spoods and Vesh on the back line. Awkward back line touch by Vesh. It's going to be cleared out by NECC. However, Spoods on the back wall. He needs to find a save here. It's not quite going to go down, but it's an amazing double tap attempt from Timmy, but an even better save out by, I believe that was Vesh. NECC with a good ground touch, able to slow it down. Spoods, he has the offense. Can he find the bump?
Oh.
Yes, he can. I knew it was coming through. I had a feeling. Spoods on the ground dribble. He's going to fake the first defender, use that arrow right just to have that mind game going. Timmy gonna try to have the defense down, but it seems like the bump just comes through a little stronger, able to force the defender awkward. Really good goal to open it up as we get into 2 minutes and 14 into the game.
And that was a good 2v1 right there on the counter-attack. They found the opportunity. They used 2 cars against 1 as best as possible, and they got the good opportunity as they have another shot on target, but Michigan get the save.
And I must say, building off of what you just said, that was another one there where they actually almost found the bump on the defender again. It seems like St. Clair able to find these bumps on the goalies. It's very crucial to them setting up their shots. Michigan, you have to adapt to this play style. Juventus looking to try to do just that as he does dunk the clear. It's going to be Pack on the back wall, or not Pack, sorry. It's going to be the other attacker on the back wall. Not going to quite find what he wants though, as none of his teammates are there to get the shot off. Spoots, awkward touch, but he has 70 boosts. He can work around it. Flip reset. Is he going to use it to beat the 50? He is. He can't quite get to the other challenge though. NECC, you're going to have to play cleanup crew here. Find Vesh on the sidewall, and he does. Vesh wave dashing to try to get that first challenge, and he's going to be able to find it. He now has to try to sit on this wall. What are they going to do? Michigan playing it a little bit awkward and actually forces Vesh to miss. However, he's going to try to get the bump on the other side. Not going to quite go down, though. He's going to have to rely on NECC to clear here. He does. However, the back wall, Spoots, able to defend it quite nicely. St. Clair looking very, very calm on defense. You got to hope it's going to translate to a goal soon.
Yeah, and they have that 1-0 lead, you know. They could just play a bit more defensive, but you never want to, it's not never too safe. Spoots gets a double demo. It's going to be a huge counterattack for the Saints. Can they find anything off it?
Not quite there, but they're going to let the demos come through and rain through, because with all this defense that has to go, Michigan, they have to scramble. They don't have very much boost. With that being said, it's going to be able to find easy demos. However, on the side of Michigan, can they get something going? Pack, I honestly thought he was going to find a demo there, but not quite. 0 boost, he has to try to find the center. However, it's going to be read out. Gets a bump on the Nitrix, but it doesn't really matter right now as Spoo's able to carry it out. With the side of Vesh as well to follow up. Pack on the challenge. Vesh, can he find the side wall? He cannot quite. Is it doubled? Can it be left for someone? It can! Nitrix able to clean up the play. And you know, Vesh, you could just tell that's what he was scheming for. Able to use the air roll right to be able to get that challenge off the back wall. Ball bounces up, and it's race. Nitrix able to finish in first place.
Yet again, we see another goal by the Saints from a tap-in that's right in front of the net. They managed to set it up perfectly. Now with 20 seconds left, game 2 is surely in their hands.
And with 20 seconds left, I must say the Saints look very comfortable so far in this series, absolutely dominating Michigan on the wayside just to start.
Yeah.
You know, they look very comfortable. This is good to see from them, especially with them heading into a tournament tomorrow as well. This is just more of a nice little series to work on and see if they can kind of iron out some flaws. But as it stands right now, it doesn't seem like they have very many that I can pick out. No. They look very good and very calm and very collected. And you can see the team being led by Vesh. They go up 2-0 now in the lead. And yeah, you know, I really have to say, I think that it's not even the fact that the Saints are forcing so much pressure. They haven't even had to make that many saves. Yeah. Only 2 saves coming out from the Saints in that entire game. They're not only doing a good job of creating pressure, but they're also doing a great job of clearing. Yeah. Not being affected by team bumps, or not team bumps, sorry, enemy bumps, demos in the back line. They're doing a really good job of keeping this stat sheet clean. Yeah. Only a couple shots coming out from Michigan on target. You got to shoot better if you're on the side of Michigan right now.
Of course. And after they got that first goal, they were able to calm down, relax, and just keep Michigan just going everywhere but the goal. Michigan's trying to score. They're desperate, so they're pulling some strings, trying to score some goals. But St. Clair is able to keep their composure and play very good Rocket League.
Nitrix, he's going to let it go. Spoods on the back wall. He is 26 right now, playing it slow, opting to leave it for Vesh, and he does. Air dribble starter. He's going to have the first touch, second touch. He has the flip reset. Can he use it? Not quite, though. It was a great shot, but it's going to be forced out by Pack. A little bit of a 3-on-1 play, though. Nitrix trying to be the helping man. It's going to be down. It's bouncing. Can they find the save? They can. I thought Spoods was going to have to go for a squishy save, but it's not going to be quite there. And on the other end, Vesh is going to be able to find it. It seems like right now, Michigan, they put all their eggs into one basket. They were looking for the attempt, and oh, that's what happened. You can't miss if you're Pack on that. You have to get the challenge there. Vesh making him pay. Saints lead 1-0, 30 seconds in.
And you know, losing the first 2 games and not scoring there, it's going to be really hard for Michigan to come back from that mentally, but hopefully they can keep it together.
Big tempo setter.
Figure something out. It's looking rough for them. It
is looking rough, but on the side of the Saints, that's what we care about, and I gotta say, they're looking very, very good right now. Yeah. Timmy trying to find a bump, but he's actually just only gonna find his teammate. Oh. It's going to be a pass from Vesh, and Spoods, that redirect was so crisp. I wanna watch it one more time. Off the sidewall, Vesh knows that he has to just try to find his man. He might have honestly just been going for the shot. So. Spoods with a little bit of a goal steal, but he makes it look flashy, so it's okay.
And I think the Saints are feeling really good right now. I think they might score a couple more goals this game. I don't think they want to let up one goal this whole series, and that would be really good for them.
Yeah, and honestly, shutout series, maybe, hopefully, that would be pretty, you know, some say fun, others say a little bit boring. I don't know, but what I will say is the Saints, again, they're looking very good, and I honestly think I admire their backline defense. Actually, Michigan, as you say that, Michigan really should have a goal right now. We saw that bouncer,
it was right there,
and it was literally right there. But you just had 2 shooters miss, and you just can't afford to do that right now if you're Michigan. Obviously, I talked about the shooting, the lack of quality of shooting in the post-game of Game 2. And it's just kind of really coming to show right now. Saints playing calm and collected. As I say that, though, I must say, you know, Michigan, they are contending here. They've been able to find demos in the back line. They are finding offensive pressure. It's just they're having $50 setup 5-cent finishes.
Yeah.
And they're doing really good on those setups. They just need to find that sort of light in the dark right now, and they have to try to find a really good shot. Vesh opting not to let them do so. He's going to use the pinch to try to get some distance. 15 boost. He has to go for a challenge here. Leaving it for Spoods. Spoods on the save there with a good challenge. Nitrix trying to find the challenge, but he's not going to quite find it. Ooh. And there we go. A little bit of better shooting there. You know, Timmy able to read the shot. Pack going to be able to get the pass off. Timmy, he knows exactly where he needs to put this. Sees Vesh committing for a swishy save. Knows that if he places it bottom right corner, he's going to be a little bit awkward. And it's going to work out for him. 2-1 right now in Michigan. Not out of this one just yet.
Oh yeah, it's getting close. Hopefully the Saints don't get too complacent and can come back down to the way they were playing a few minutes ago. Hopefully they can keep calm and take this 3-0.
Yeah, Vesh trying to get some open pressure right now. It's not going to quite work. Flick from Juventus, but Nitrix going to be able to read it out. Can he find the ceiling double? He can, but it's not going to be able to use any more touches. He can't quite get it to go. Vesh able to try to get a little bit of a double off the sidewall. Nitrix, can he find this goal? He absolutely can, and it's going to give the Saints a 3-1 lead. Theo, why don't you round us up, though, a little bit? COD underway right now. Yeah. Looking like Hardpoint is the game mode of choice. Yeah. And, you know, give us a little bit of info on that.
Well, our Saints are looking like they have a strong start. They have 2 people with 3 kills. You know, they're keeping the objective, but Florida does get 3 picks, as they're going to probably be able to retake this Hardpoint, and it's going to be rough for the Saints as we find another pick in the Hardpoint. And, we're just keeping the hard point, getting those points up, keeping the good spawns, but yeah. Yeah,
and I mean, usually just having a lot of people in those hard points is just good. You know, they seem like they've set up nicely. Seems like they're rounding out spawns though, but as the hard point switches right now, new hard point, Florida going to be able to be the first ones to take it. However, Saints looking to try to take it back. We'll see how well they can do that. On the side of Rocket League right now, 2 minutes left to go. Timmy on the read off the corner. You can't quite find it though. Nitrix able to get the clear. Spoods on the sidewall. He's going to have to get the challenge to go early as well. And Juventus with a quick shot. Can he find it? Not quite. Another shot, though. However, the overcommit, slight overcommit from Michigan. Juventus, though, being that guy in the back line to save it out. Spoods on the challenge. He's going to be able to find the sidewall. No Saints inbound, though. And as this game starts to wind down, if you're Michigan, you might have to start sending all your eggs into one basket here.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. They need these 2 goals to keep themselves in the series. You know, they're down 2-0, but it's never over till the final buzzer saying so. See what they can get done.
Timmy just missing on what would have been a pretty good ceiling shot. Spoods opting for the ground pinch, saved out by Juventus. Vesh off the sidewall. Can he find Nitrix right now for the shot? Not quite. Leaves it just over him. It's going to have to be Spoods to clear off the back line, and he does. Corner, he has 100 boost. Needs to wait, though. Pressure building on the side of Michigan. He needs to try to find the clear here, and he does. Can he find the flip reset? He can, using it, but it's going to be saved up by Juventus. Not much power on that. Vesh looking to cut that off, but it's not going to quite go. Nitrix, you have a very major role here. You need to set up a calm clear right now for your offense so Spoods can follow up. It's going to happen, but Juventus with a bump. Spoods able to stay calm under all the pressure. Getting the quick save, pinching off the sidewall to go under the defender. Vesh taking it off of him. He has the first jump on the ceiling. He has a lot of boost here. Flip reset incoming. He's going to fake it out, but it's going to leave it for Nitrix. Vesh forcing all people in off the flip reset. You're going to see it. You know exactly he's going to go for it. He's using the air roll to bait it out. Gets all 3 defenders to jump right now. Nitrix able to clean it up. And if you're on the side of Michigan, Timmy, you can't jump there. You already have 2 defenders going for it. I understand it's a very lethal shot, but you need to stay calm and composed on your back line. You know there's going to be a cleanup shooter. No. Not quite able to find it right now. A little bit of an awkward kickoff goes the way of the Saints. Vesh able to clean it up. This one, I'm going to say should be over. I don't want to cast or curse,
I don't think,
but I think we're in a little bit of a, you know, relaxed environment here on the way of the Saints. playing a very good series on the side of them, only allowing 1 goal through 3 games. Really good job by them. I must say, I think Spoods is looking amazing on the back line. Nitrix as well is looking great with the team, with the enemy bumps and demos. I mean, Vesh, he's just kind of looked like it always. He's kind of that big shooter for the Saints, and he's finding his mark right now. Nitrix with a good try on the redirect off Vesh's pass. It's not going to quite go. See if he can get it to go again, but I think the Saints are just kind of having fun here. All they need to do is kill clock, and that's exactly what they're looking for. Now it's definitely completely over, even if this goal goes. However, Spoods using that flip just to stall and get that slight touch to force the ball to change direction. It's going to be all she wrote for this one. Saints 3-0, 5-1 is your score line. 3-0 is your series. Nitrix looking to try to find the ground. They're going to try to keep it up just for a little bit of fun. They want one more. Are they going to find it? No, not quite. It was looking like it for a second, but the defender from Michigan able to stop that attempt. Looking really good, really calm series. They wrap it up nicely on the side of the Saints.
Yeah, beautiful 3-0 by the Saints, composed, played very well towards the ending of the series, and are able to get the 3-0 in dominant fashion, allow 1 goal. But now that we're done with that, we got St. Clair College Academy college team taking on Florida University, and it's looking like a really close map.
It is actually, and actually Florida able to get a little bit of an advantage right now as it stands. Good drop shot on the side of the Saints, though. Peace able to try to find that pick, but he gets cleaned up immediately. I must say, Atomic able to get chopped down right now. That was Siri on the side. He's going to find a flash there. He needs to try to get into this hard point right now. The Saints, they don't have it under lock. However, only 6 seconds left on this hard point. They're probably just looking for the next one to come up. If you're the Saints, you know, you can take it a little bit slow right now. You just need to rely on positioning, and that's exactly what they've done. You see them all lining up by box truck, and you can tell that right now they're just looking for positioning. However, backline flank, it's going to work out very nicely. Able to find 1, able to find 2 is Cinderay, and he's just mauling through these Saints right now as it stands, putting down the trophy system to protect himself from any projectiles. And, you know, what can the Saints do? It seemed like they had this one under control as it started, but all of a sudden, you know, good job for Florida. They're sort of taking it back, and they are doing a way better job now of contesting all of these hard points, let alone taking them as they do.
I mean, kills-wise, St. Clair is getting blown out the water. They're not even close in that level, but the game is about the points. It's about the objective. As GMG finds 2, finds 3. Nice picks by GMG. He's going to get some time on this hard point for his team. St. Clair are going to get these final 10 seconds. Look to switch over the spawns, but GMG gets caught. And, I mean, St. Clair want to rotate to the next point, but Florida is still pushing that last hard point as they find Siri. And it's going to be a big fight toward them. Like Pacey flies 1, gets traded out by Dipsy as Florida has the hard point, but Rare takes out Dipsy. Jamjack takes out Rare as Siri finds the trade back, and St. Clair have the control of this objective.
They're doing really good on their trades as utility comes out. Trophy systems protecting them of happening, though. However, as those get out, the nades are going to start dealing a little bit of damage right now. Rare and Siri able to clean up as this stands. And right now, really huge from the Saints, able to have this hardpoint control, but that's a huge pick on the side of Florida. Can they take this hardpoint? Not quite. All of the Saints able to rally, able to keep this positioning, and I think they're even looking to keep this next one locked down for what should be the next 30 seconds. However, now it's going to be a little bit cheeky as it seems like only one Saint able to be there. They had that hardpoint locked down, but it seemed like they thought it was going to rotate. All of them rotating through stables on the back line, and it just doesn't work out for them as you see Florida able to take it quite comfortably.
A bit of a mishap by the Saints, but they did get a lot of time on the hard point.
Back to the game.
It's going to be like a 15-point game going into this next hard point, so it's really close. Rare gets a pick coming out from the hard point. Where's the next hard point? Will they be able to get the spawns for the hard point? There's just 2 kills by Atomic from that strike, but the Saints get 2 back. They keep fighting back, even though they died to the kill streaks. They have control of the point. Cinderay takes out GMG. That's a huge fight as Florida's going to look to enter now. 2 kills. Siri gets 1, Rare gets 1, Dipsy gets 1, and it's going to be the hard point for Florida. But GMG does not have any of it. He kills 2, and he's going to take the hard point back for St. Clair.
And I will say, GMG looking really good. Obviously, we see he almost has the 30 bombs so far on the game. Really good so far out of him. Right now, I must say, if you're on the side of the Saints, you need to help out GMG just a little bit on the side of kill economy. But what I will say is, you know, they're staying in this game. They have the lead right now. Siri able to find the first, finds the second for a great play on his side. Able to keep that pressure coming off. And the Saints right now, they're looking... Oh, what a play by GMG, though. Slide cancels right past the defender. Able to find those shots. That was a beautiful kill. And yet another one right now. Siri and GMG are both cooking. They are frying. GMG with the drop shot, able to find another 3. He is absolutely on fire right now. Saints with a huge lead right now, or not a huge lead, but what I will say is a huge comeback is what I was trying to say. And now they even take the lead. Getting turned on is Dipsy. He's going to get absolutely slaughtered by pieces. And it seems like right now the Saints, they're coming alive right when they need it.
Yeah, when they need it most, they're starting to pick up big kills, big turn-ons, but Florida is able to take the middle of this hard point. Saints look to come back in. They're pushing with 2 here. Can they find the picks? Can they get in the trade? 1 for 1 coming out of all sides, but it's still better for Florida as they're on this hard point. They're not letting Saints in. They have the trophy set up. They have all the util, and Saints are trying to retake, but it's hard. It's rare gets a pick, but trades coming out from every GMG on the point. He's able to get these last 10 seconds, which in a close game matters a lot, but Florida will have those spawns as Siri finds a huge trade onto Jam Jack on that angle, and now he'll be closer to the point. Saints are going to play retake on this objective as they do not have spawns, but they're getting kills all across the board. Can they get in there? Can they flip the spawns, which would be huge on this map? They're still getting kills. Nobody going down from the side of the Saints on this attack, and they have the control of the hard point, but we get trade 2 for 2. GMG still in that kill feed, absolutely frying the competition. GMG gets 2. He's going to just hold down the hard point by himself. He said, guys, I'll do it myself. Siri gets a pick. As
Can he find 2? He does!
2 huge turn on by Siri as GMG goes down, and can they take back the control of the objective? Nobody's on it, which is really weird for a hardpoint game, but they're playing for the spawns, I think. They don't have time for the objective. As Rare with the pistol gets to take out Dipsy, but Pisces
Can he find the
down.
turn?
Oh, he didn't. He heard him, but he couldn't get him as Saints are falling 1 by 1. Siri on this point will go down. The last 15 seconds will go over to Florida, but St. Clair now have a bit of a lead. It's going to be all out on this last hardpoint.
Right, and I think it's gearing up to a really, really competitive match right now. They are coming back on the side of Florida, especially on the side of Jam Packed. He is absolutely frying on the kill feed right now. Just to say that, though, Siri trying to put his name in there a little bit.
Yeah.
I must say, the Saints, they're looking pretty good as it stands right now, but they need to try to find something because Florida is coming back and in really fast fashion. In fact, it seems like this comeback is probably going to be made more than likely.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, huge flank by the side of Siri. Can you find one? He can, but he's going to be traded out. He can't quite pop out. I imagine was the dead silence real quick. Not going to be able to find it, though, as it is called out by Florida.
Saints
right now,
have control.
They do have control, and I was going to say, while they do get this flank, they are now forfeiting control. St. Clair with a huge play. This is a huge pick that needs to be found right now, and it does. Jam-packed on the window. That's a huge swing, though.
Nice
He's not going to find any multiple kills, though, because St. Clair doing a really good job of just playing their trades so far. Rare and Siri lighting up the kill feed a little more now. Siri almost on 30. GMG, I must say, oh my God, he's on 40 kills so far. He's doing great, and he's just, he's just kind of everywhere the Saints need him to be right now. He's filling out his role really well as he picks up yet another Siri on the kill feed as well. Next hard point is under Saints control yet again. You gotta imagine it's getting pretty hectic right now. The 5-5-6 to rip down 1, ripping down 2 is Cindere, but he's going to get traded out by the kill streak. Siri.
They're gonna be running in here. Gets 1. Siri gets 1, just holding it down. 2 more points for the Saints. See, they're all going to be coming through as well. Siri pulls out the knife. No, he couldn't get it, but it's 1 more point for the Saints.
1 point, and they get it.
Out. I mean, when we jumped into this game, it was really close, but as we were watching the match, St. Clair got better and better. They started getting the picks, they started helping GMG, and they played the objective. In an objective-type game, you need to play the objective, not just the kills. They managed to stay on the objective, and they managed to take the first map.
And I must say, what was really impressive there? The Saints were able to trade out each other so well, but it also goes to show you that in the beginning, right, the kills, yes, they matter. They free up space.
Yeah.
But it's hard point. You need the points. You need to take control over kills sometimes. St. Clair doing a really good job of that, layering their trophy system as well, getting rid of all those stuns, any frags coming through to clear out space. Some Texas, they do it really well. And I will say, I think really impressive play actually by, I believe it was Siri and GMG. There were 2 kills there where you totally would have thought the Florida player would have had it. A couple of slide cancels in between. Really good movement on the side of the Saints so far. Really just exposing just how good this team looks right now, how good the movement is, and how big of a part movement is in COD, especially.
Yeah, and I think GMG needs to get a lot of praise for that game. Being an AR player and dropping those skills, you expect your SMG players to be in there, to be killing them, but when your AR player is able to get those long range shots and able to take those spawns, it absolutely changes the game completely, and I think GMG needs a lot of respect for that game. But with that being said, we're going to throw it to a quick break. We'll be right back. Don't miss anything. Welcome back, everybody, as we are watching our Saints Academy take on Condor and in the first round. And I don't know if we took the first round, but we are joined by
the one and only, Better McGee, you know, Daniil, as they like to call me on the streets. I could not resist hopping on for Counter-Strike. It is my game. I love it to death, and I think that's exactly what our opponents are going to have to face here today against our St. Clair Saints. The Conestoga Condors are going to have to do a lot of work to make sure they can withstand our impressive roster, as if you weren't aware, in the previous week, our team went 13-1 both games they played against their opponents and took the series very, very definitively, and I'm looking forward to seeing them do the same. You know, Theo already kind of brought us in, the Holy One himself, and Patrick, would you like to introduce yourself as well?
and there's a lot of trading going on towards the site as Saints are able to take the site and they plant the bomb. They have a 4v2, I believe, as there's a nade goes in there and does a lot of damage, and it's going to be hard for Sign of Condor to walk into the site. St. Clair just have the angles. They're just taking their time. The bomb's down. They need to wait for the push. And Condor's going to be looking to push this. One person gets caught, and it's just a 4v1. It's going to be really rough with the pistol, and it's 2-0.
You really wanted to make that work, but sometimes it's just really a matter of guns. You have the USP against a Mac. It's not going to work, especially when you're kind of out of your element like that. And while we're still looking at Counter-Strike, we're also going to be able to take a look at the Call of Duty team. You gentlemen were able to take a look at the game as it was going on before, and right now it looks like things aren't going too differently for them. They won their previous game, and now they're 3-1 in lives for the Search and Destroy part of the game.
Yeah, and I'll say so far, a really good start on the side of the Saints. Jam-packed, last one alive. He needs to find some picks here. He's going to find one onto the side of St. Clair as he hunts down GMG. He's going to have to quickly dive down those stairs, though. Utility coming in, trying to force it out. Siri is going to try to hold this point now. Seems like a 2v1. What's Jam-packed going to do? He's going to be able to find a pick. No, not quite. Siri able to chop him down with the AR. St. Clair up. 1 round to 0.
Perfect. I like how you said that. You said it with such gusto. Just like our Saints here are gonna have to play with Counter-Strike in order to get it working. There's been a lot of stuff going on with Counter-Strike too. I think my favorite thing, I'm not sure if you guys saw it, was the like the Michael Jackson lean thing. Have you seen that? It's so I'm showing you.
Dan was talking about it before.
It's so good. It is so good.
Oh, I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
Thankfully, they were able to patch it out before our game today, so we won't be seeing any shenanigans like that. But some shenanigans that we will be seeing is this push. It seems like they're trying to retake B, or they're rotating from B and trying to make it onto A site. Might have been a failed push. Mid's clear, but they're going to have the exchange here. He gets the headshot and begins to rotate, but that alerts his teammates still, seeing where he can go. Oh, but he alerted him. JBH is going to be able to take him out. So that's Saints on the CT side, and now we are going to go find if they can rotate, catch the rotation, and just as they do, it's Conestoga Condors trying to take the site with 1 HP left. We have our Saints pinching in from both sides, and JBH is going to get the kill, taking the round for the Saints yet again.
And we've just received word that our Saints are on the left side, the blue team.
Yeah.
So Conestoga up 2-1 right now.
Yeah.
Saints doing a really good job though to get that round off, and back to you two, just as a little update.
Well, yeah, like I said, you know, the Saints, I recognize JBH at least because he was the one who kind of updated us on the maps. So we're starting with Mirage. We're going to go into Overpass and Inferno if this does go to a game 3. Mirage, personally my favorite map, and personally my friend's least favorite map to play on in Counter-Strike. But it's really a very intricate map with a lot of room for rotations. B is a little bit of a choke point, more of a murder house, as they like to call it. But you can still play very flexibly, just like we can watch games flexibly with thanks to the game day technology. By the way, and thank you, we haven't mentioned it just yet. If you want to watch any of these games on your own, feel free to go to the respective Twitch channels. You can go to Saints Gaming CA4 in order to watch the Call of Duty match, Saints Academy CA in order to watch the Counter-Strike match.
Smooth transitions. The veteran showing us how it's done over here. On
no
the side of
veteran.
Daniil. Atomic. Trying to see if he can find anything, throwing some utility down, just trying to, you know, take some ground right now. First pick's going to be able to come out rare, going to be able to find the first onto Atomic, actually, on this window. Dangerous position right now from Dipsy. He should have to get out here, diving down the stairs, going to find some, just a little bit of a hit with the utility, but it's not going to quite come through. And right now the Saints, it looks like they're leaning towards a little bit of pressure towards the A side, and they are rare, able to find yet another one. And he's going to actually find the third on the drop shot as well. Really nice on the side of Rare. St. Clair taking this next one up. 2-1 so far as they maintain their lead so far in SND.
Saints are going to be struggling on the side of Counter-Strike just a little bit. They were able to stop the push just for A side, but they will make the rotation to B. Now it's a similar situation they were in before. They have to retake through market, but the smoke is up. Not going to make it too easy. As it fades, we got one peeking through the window, one peeking through the doorway. He's going to have to make a commitment one way or the other. They make the push, but he's not going to get the headshot just in time, but his team is going to get the avenge, and that's going to be wiping out of the Conestoga Condors as the Saints go for the defuse. Gentlemen, these teams are playing in relatively similar circumstances. You know, Search and Destroy very similar to Counter-Strike, but just goes to show like the great difference between these two games. Like Movement playing such a high role in Counter-Strike or in Call of Duty rather.
Also, no economy.
Yeah, no economy. It's all you have all the money in the world to work with. You don't have to worry for a second. Yeah, you got high-tech gadgets. You can call missiles and rocket launchers.
Oh, good wall bang.
Yeah, a little wall bang. Well, at least that's a universal thing. Wall banging in both games. You know. Beautiful as it's done, and the Saints are going to have to keep up their momentum in order to take this round.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to take down the round as Jam Pack finds GMC, but gets traded out 3-1 for the Saints. You know, when they just get on the bomb side, they plan it down. It forces chaos on the other side. They can just sit, relax, get their trades, and they'll win every single round if they play that way.
And I was going to say, Daniil was talking about how both games are going similarly as Counter-Strike goes to the 2-2. I hoped not, as I wanted our Saints to be up 3-1. However, of course, I know Daniil, in kind regards, obviously, he didn't want our team to go down or tie up, obviously. You know, it is how it is. But the Saints avoid that 2-2. They take up 3-1.
Yeah.
And right now, I will say, looking at the board, GMG, Siri, and Rare doing great so far. They're looking to keep up right now as, I will say, the players on the side of Florida not quite getting any positive results just yet. However, looking to change that soon with this round. A little bit of a pixel. Can he find it? Not quite GMG, but he does find good damage. Can he find the kill here? Yes, he does. Wallbang through the wooden door. He's going to find him with the 5.56. GMG with that 5.56 is just so lethal. Yeah. Semtex coming out, but it's going to be a dangerous play on the window. It's not going to find anything either. Atomic able to just return the favor with the same weapon. Hey, GMG, you know, you're not the only good guy with a 5.56 on your side, able to take it out. And right now, Rare able to hold this window. We've seen a lot of pressure from the window. Pressure ramping up close to A. Trophy system going down as it protects them from the nades. Rare, what can he find here? He's going to have to peek up.
Oh,
he's going
right
to find. Just get picked. He's not going to find anything, actually. He's going to find himself dead on the ground due to a headshot. Siri, same result as well as Pieces. You have to do a lot here. You're last alive in a 1v3. Can you find the first pick? They know where you are. You have to take an engagement. Oh, you really had to take that engagement. He couldn't really quite let it go.
He really had to commit for that one. He tried to push him because he felt like he was a corner perhaps, but pushing through didn't have enough damage to really make that commitment work for him, and he goes down as he hops out the window. Similarly for the Saints, trying to make the push back onto B site seems to be a very common situation. The bomb has been planted just yet, but it's not even going to have to happen. They are going to be able to wipe out Conestoga Condors and take the round 3-2. Very similar scoreline as
they don't need plants, they're too good.
3-2 in both games we're looking at. But just the state of the game for both of them, I think very easy to say our opponents are proving not to be pushovers for either game. It's a very close game in both sides here. But just overall with how the games have been going, you guys had the pleasure of watching the previous Rocket League game.
Yeah.
How do you think today's going for the Saints overall?
Good.
Good.
Good game day so far.
Very good.
We love to hear everything positive. Only positivity here, okay?
Of course.
Unless you're one of our opponents. Oh, and speaking of positive, Hunter scores. KDA is probably positive. What a beautiful headshot through the smoke as it just dissipates. But now we got Petro coming up onto mid site. Seems are going to be rotating towards A site. We got one peeking through Palace. I think they know he's here just based off of that grenade toss. Insid's going down under the Palace alley, and they're not going to be able to push just yet. We got all the Saints up, everybody except for one on the side of the Conestoga Condors. They're going to have to play very carefully and bide their time. But just at the mid, it took a little bit longer than I think both of them were expecting, but eventually one of them does go down. Hunter Scorp is going to be able to take out Disliff.
Yeah, and they're going to be looking to push this A site, but the Saints have a man advantage. It's going to be really hard for them. They're going to need an opening pick to get things started, but JBH finds the pick, holding the site alone, does not care. Will peek again, gets killed, but he's on 1 HP, so it's going to be really rough to push the site now. It's a 2v4 for the United States. But
Pop
there is a
shot.
pick
I don't
with
even know
the
where that
up.
came from.
Yeah, and it's a 2v2 now, 2v1 as the bomb is down on A and the other opponent's mid gets caught.
Okay.
And a beautiful round for St. Clair, keeping the momentum going with 4 rounds in a row.
Beautiful indeed. Thankfully for the Conestoga Condors, their economy could be a lot worse. They might be able to afford a couple of things, maybe a scout, maybe someone's going to rush with an AK. But it seems that the play for them is looking to play conservatively, just save the money, while the Saints are going all out, buying everything they need, even one of them full committing, buying an op and every util. They want to take this round. They don't want to lose anybody. Let's see if they're going to be able to succeed in that.
I mean, both rounds, last round we saw both teams with an op, so both teams are getting those hefty purchases as we're back into COD. 5-2 map point for St. Clair. Rare finds a pick, and there's going to be gunfights everywhere towards middle. We managed to take control of B side, and we're going to get the bomb down. Saints are going to try and protect this bomb from being defused with their lives, and now the Florida University, they have to push their bomb site. They can't just look for the kills. Jam Packs goes down 4v2 for the Saints on map point. Dipsy finds Siri, gets traded out by Rare. It's a 3v1. It's going to be rough for Atomic. Can he find the 1v3? Finds a shot on Rare. Good start. And he's going to have to move his way towards the B side. He's not too close. Saints are just sitting there holding angles. They're not rushing anything.
How much time he has to commit?
They can hear him for sure. They can hear exactly where he is because he only has 18 seconds. He needs that time to defuse. Atomic's going to push out. Can the Saints find the final kill? Yes, they do. And it's a 6-2 victory for St. Clair College. Looking good on map 2. Looking to 3-0 in this series.
What an excellent drop shot.
What I will say, yes, excellent drop shot, as Neil says. With the Vaznev too, just looking crisp, looking clean. What I will say, the Saints doing a really good job of in their post plants holding their crosses. They didn't throw, they didn't have to peek. You know, don't peek. That's a very universal call out for a lot of games as you get into those types of situations.
Speaking
Saints
of don't
really
peek,
good to clean up.
He took a little risky peek there. Not gonna get
Definitely
really
definitely
bad.
did. But I think GMG would have had the trade out. He's been on fire recently.
Oh yeah, with the USB cross map, I don't think even he could get that. But PSX is gonna find Hunterscorp in jungle with the op shot. A lot of nades descending onto A's side. It is a complete barrage, but JBH immediately getting the one tap from the Deagle. Not gonna get the return though. On tick, he's gonna get taken down by the op from PSX once again, making his way through connector, jumping through the air. He's gonna get put down with the P90, rushing in. He's gonna get 2, making their way onto the site. It's gonna be a tough one for the Saints to recover from. Just 1v3, but as he hops onto the box, he's not gonna be able to put his cursor over the head fast enough. Those 3 are gonna have free reign, picking up all the guns that they could want, and they're gonna head into the next round with a victory on their backs. The Saints are gonna be pretty poor too.
When we left off, the Saints were rich. The Condors were saving.
Exactly.
And we missed one round. Now they're broke, and it's not looking good. One round must have gone like a disaster for them. They might have lost those eco fights, and now it's a really close game.
I mean, I'm seeing that op still on PSX. Maybe that was the op that we purchased.
That was 100% the op that we purchased.
Could have been.
Without a doubt.
In fact, I think the numbers are completely escaping me. I'm not a numbers guy, but I think just based off of the round count, I think they had to have won that round that we skipped out on.
They had to, yeah.
So that op might be the legacy op coming from there. But still, as they push up through tunnel and also push through apartments,
It's free.
pouring, it's completely free. Saints might have gotten caught in a bad rotation as Rix goes down on catwalk. Market smoked up as always. They're never going to be caught with their pants down here at this lift, just mowing them all down with the P90, a gun I don't even see that often, but it's just making it look beautiful here. And with the headshot, not a headshot, but still an excellent kill. This lift, I believe that's a 4K for him that round, and that's going to give him the round with his teammates. Conestoga Condors are on fire, soaring through the sky like a missile. I love it.
Everybody loves those eco frags. You know, when you see enemy team has a pistol, you have the P90, you smoke, you run in there, you mow them down, you feel good. 5-4 for the side of Condors as Saints look to bring it back and try and get around back here, fix up the economy a little bit, and get back into this game.
I mean, they might be winning rounds, but at the end of the day, Rix has a really good knife. Who's really winning? Okay, maybe he might be the try to push through window there. Gonna get put down pretty quick, but he does. He didn't have his cursor there, but JBH is not gonna win the gunfight. Dislif with that legendary P90. At this point, it's probably glowing with the spirits of slain enemies. It's taken so many lives, but as they go push through, the grenade is gonna dissipate this smoke for just a bit, but Pemmican is going to be able to take down Conestoga before he's able to do too much damage. They're going to opt to go for A site, coming through connector, just one on the side of the Saints. Rix is just clueless to the absolute chaos going on A site as he just holds it
Might just
here,
save.
waiting for his life. I mean,
Is that a thing?
oh yeah,
Okay.
why wouldn't you?
I
You
don't
know, he wants to keep his gun. Look,
Yeah.
tell me, if you had $0 in your hand,
I
you'd
would.
be.
I would keep my
Yeah,
gun.
you probably
I would
wanna
keep
save
my
your gun.
I
Yes,
wouldn't want no
$0.
gun.
Oh man, I think we should go for some kind of UBI for CS. Like our Saints have no money, and you know what? We can take it from the Conestoga Condors. 10K on the side of one of their players. I think we should distribute that. Come
I
on,
mean,
let's
a
be
couple
fair.
of rounds ago, we were in the same scenario, so the game
No,
could give.
that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. That
I was
doesn't
gonna
matter.
say we can flip it back to our favor, but like,
Oh, okay. No, I thought you were gonna say that. No, he is able to
nice.
find one though. I thought you were gonna say we should share our money when we
No,
have money.
no,
No,
no.
never sharing.
Never that.
They share with us though. As the
Yes.
bomb goes off, he is gonna successfully. Oh, PSX is gonna lose the op
That's
to
not
the
good.
explosion. I don't think he really
I
cares.
don't think he's gonna buy another one.
But yeah, he's got the money for it. The disposable income as we head into the 11th round.
Yep.
I was right on that one. That
Correct.
took my brain a little bit of calculating to get done. But Saints are going to have to do some adjusting. It's going to be hard for them to come out of this half positive with not a lot of money to work with for this and probably the coming round. Just one M4 on the side of the Saints, and the rest are just Deagles, all hoping to find some heads in this round.
Yeah, and I just want to say PSX has been finding these picks with his op like every single round he's had it. Every single time he finds someone, he doesn't miss. So very dangerous weapon for him to have as the Saints get a pick.
There's one.
On the B side. Maybe could even pick up a weapon.
That
Two
Deagle's
picks.
paid for itself and then some already.
Add
That's
some.
some money in the bank. You got at this point, you don't even want to care about the kills. They're probably not trying to win this round. They just want the money.
No, I think they want to win this round. They want to win this round.
Petro, I spoke too soon. Getting these headshots. JPH is not going to be able to recreate the magic. The bomb goes down, but the dream is not dead just yet. Making their way through connector and ticket. They are going to have, oh, not ticket, sorry, jungle, I believe he's going to be, coming through Hunter Scorp. They have guns now. They have the Deagles, and they have the will. Another Deagle shot, regardless of the fact now that they have guns. Has to hold ticket by himself. He's going to get put down where he stands. And the Saints, despite my shameful disbelief,
Say it was just Deagle headshot after Deagle headshot after Deagle headshot. Those
They come back.
Deagles making bang for their buck.
Yeah.
if your name is Petro, you can do a lot of things with the Deagle. Personally, my favorite music pack, the Master Chief Collection one. That was a great day when that finally came out on Steam. And now we're going to be in the last round for the first half. No, money is not an object here.
It's not
Spend,
important.
spend.
Oh, yeah.
It does not matter. Get rid of it all. We're going to see ops coming out.
Both.
Unfortunately, some of our players are still a little poor. Not going to be able to afford too much, but we are going to be going into this round, and we're going to have to see if they can tie it up or go into the next round at a deficit for rounds.
Yeah, hopefully our Saints can find the picks here as we see a peek mid with the op by PSX playing so aggressive with his op, and nobody wants to peek him in the middle. And it's just going to be a bunch of angle watching. Can he find a shot? No, he cannot. As the bomb is going towards A site. You know, Condor's going to be looking to hit this A with Saints not looking there. And they're trying to entry it now. But there's a bunch of- Petro doesn't realize where the enemies are and goes down. That's a huge first pick for the Santa Condors.
He decides to descend the ladder at the worst possible time, taking a bit of HP damage, but Kier Drew is not going to be able to find the kill on the steps. It's going to be torched off of ticket as it dissipates. Saints are going to have to recoup and figure out a plan to get onto the site with just 2 left versus the 5 of the Conestoga Condors. It's going to be one hell of a round in order to make that work. And now with 1 left, with the 1 tap from Dilsif, it's going to be even harder as the Saints go down 5-0'd for this round. And we're going to be going to the second half. You know what?
Pretty
Mirage
close
is T-sided. Mirage is T-sided.
I agree.
As we head into their
Map
multi-view here, we're going to the next half for CS, and we're going to map 3 for Call of Duty. Gentlemen, let me know what you're thinking about these games so far.
Well, I must say, so far the Saints looking, they need to just get, you know, a little couple of mishaps here on the side of CS, but looking to phase them out. On the side of COD, though, however, looking very, very good if I do say so myself. CDL control being our game mode for now. Seems like Saints off to what should be a pretty decent start, as I would say.
Good start.
Siri finding 2 on the board, and especially GMG as well, finding 2. Seems like St. Clair set A. They're trying to take this, and they actually are doing very good so far. First 2 picks coming out again. It feels like, honestly, on the side of St. Clair, GMG and Siri have just been doing bits for the Saints so far.
Of course, you always see them in the kill feed, like they're killing the enemy as every time it's possible, and they get the control of the A site. Now they're gonna be looking towards the B side, but Florida gets those picks as they're gonna be trying to defend the B side away from the Saints. There's a good pick by Rare as Saints are gonna be looking to work as a team. GMG goes down, but Sierra and Rare find the 2 picks. They're gonna be going over toward the B side. If they find a couple more kills here, they could look to take it very quickly. But Florida do not want to give this up. They are holding their corner. It's gonna be a big gunfight here. Does he know he's there? No, he does not. He peeks out, gets one, gets straight out. Rare gets a pick onto Jam Pack. GMG takes Sanjay down. Huge flank, but does not manage to find anything. Trying to wallbang, but cannot find anything. As Saints are taking the B objective. They've taken 2 ticks already. Florida's gonna have to go and contest it. Otherwise, it's not gonna be looking good for them as Atomic goes down. And it's looking really rough for Florida. Saints are able to hold down. They're able to control both the things, and they get the first round.
And that is so massive, honestly. Like, they didn't even allow Florida to take 1 tick. Like, it was honestly so impressive seeing Siri and Rare especially picking up. And I will say, Gem Packed on the side of Florida, trying all he can, but so far it seems like he's kind of on a little bit of a one-man mission.
He is.
St. Clair doing a really good job of controlling the other teammates on the side of Jam Packed.
And I know Warzone is its own game mode, but that last couple seconds of that round really felt like a Warzone. It was absolutely hectic here. And what's even more hectic is the return that we're having into CS. Saints are still struggling quite a bit. We have 8-5 for them on T side now. We're unable to recover for that pistol round, and we got a couple graphical issues there, as you see the stat tracker floating off, but he's missing his 1 taps there. You were supposed to be the chosen one, Hunter Scorp. That was yours. The world was in your hands, but not going to be able to pick that up as we head into the next round.
Yeah, and it's looking rough for the Saints. You know, they lose a pistol round yet again, and they lose the follow-up round down 9-5. This is a very huge round for this match. It's either St. Clair are going to come back into this game, or Condors are going to run away with it.
I think just deciding and looking based off of what we're seeing here, Saints are going to be able to take this round if they really just put their heads down and then put their heads up and then put their heads down in respect to the flashbangs that they're going to be tossing as they try to push their way into B site here.
They're ready for it.
They're ready, but there's a carpet of fire sitting there. This is, okay, personally speaking, as always, when I play Mirage, I absolutely refuse to go B side because it just feels really bad, but not like that headshot from Petro. That felt incredible. Yeah, that felt great. B side just feels difficult. You have to have a lot of coordination, which you don't have when you're playing, you know, pubs at 3 a.m. like I do. As he tries to pour his way into Catwalk, he is going to be met with resistance. That's Morty going to be able to take him out, but JPH does creep his way through apartments. They aren't going to be able to notice him in time. He takes a nade to the face, but it doesn't blow up in time. He's able to put him down and find his way onto the site, but the bomb, it's in Catwalk, I believe. They have to creep over to it, but the curses are there as they just slowly move over, but you looked over at the wrong time, but he's still going to get the kill. JPH is going to get headshot from Catwalk. They're tapping. They're trying to get the exchange, and he finds it. The bomb is on the floor. He has to clear it, make sure it checks every single corner there, but nobody is going to be there. He is in apartments, I believe, right behind him. He has to make his way to the site. I think the play, honestly, would be to go to A site here. It would be a lot easier to defend, a lot less scary, and you have more time, but it's not going to be what they go for. This lift with that P90, as always. I'm more of an MP5, I think. You know, the little one with the silencer.
MP7, I think.
Yeah, that one is incredible. I love it. But the P90, you know, I might have to switch up my Lotus. Since they did change it in CS2, now you have to like predetermine what guns you're bringing into the game. So you don't have access to all of them. But a very good round from the side of the Saints and Conestoga Contours.
Yeah, and it's looking rough in the CS game as we're back onto the COD game. Florida is able to take the A objective, and they're going to be looking to fight this B objective. There's only 33 seconds left in the round as St. Clair are going to look to hold on.
And I was going to say, you know, this is a complete switch up from what we saw last round. It seems like, you know, Florida making this one their own as they're going to find yet another pick. Right now, they are doing a really good job to just keep control, hold control, and honestly, with the way it's going, yeah, you know what? They must have just seen something. But however, the Saints able to find one, able to find two, able to find 3 pieces, doing really good there, finding yet even a little more pick damage before it gets traded out. But Rare, able to avenge his lost brother in that exchange.
That was dramatic. I liked it.
There's 10 seconds left. It's going to be complete chaos on this B side. Oh, big starting pick there as he managed to get onto the B side to get overtime going. And every kill matters here. You know, not many lives that's on each team. As St. Clair find 2, runs out of ammo, gets the knife out, get back here. But St. Clair win the round, and they are able to take the series. Never mind, there's one more left. I thought it was best of 3. There's one more round left. As they take a very strong lead here in this game mode, looking to get the 3-0 in both the game mode and the match.
I really enjoyed Pieces running out of ammo there, just putting on the knife. Hey, I'm Michael Myers now, not Pieces, and he's going to look to try to chase down the last enemy there. Not quite getting it, but that's not important. The round gets won. On the side of the kill board, let's just look at it real quick. Pieces and Siri and Rare all doing really good. GMG, he's just sticking around as well. He's looking pretty good. On the side of the OBJs, Pieces leading the charge with 3. Now with Florida on the other side as well, jam-packed. We saw him doing it last, actually both rounds before. He seems to be the really big fragging guy, and right now he's just, you know, he's keeping that up right now, leading the whole lobby in the pick range with 14 so far to his name.
Yeah, and I just want to say St. Clair, you know, considering they're up 2-0 and GMG is 11-11, watching this series,
He got a tick already on A.
He's been the hard fragger for them this match as he gets another kill in the kill feed. They get 2, and they're going to be able to probably take A off those 2 kills. They find 3. Last member of Florida doesn't find anything as GMG takes him out, and they're going to be able to take this A point. They're going to look to take this B point right after as a pick by Siri. Way to stagger those deaths. He does go down himself, and he staggers himself.
That's a really good ragdoll.
But now, what I will say is, yeah, you kind of knew he was a little bit screwed there with the SMG, having to find himself on a long angle versus 3 Florida players.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's okay. We live and learn through trial and error, and, you know, some lessons were learned, maybe, as that was just a really funny angle of him getting his head absolutely blown off. St. Clair, though, let's see if they can take B and look to do so. Rare finding the 2-piece before he gets traded out. Jam-packed, finding 2 as well. Let's see if he can find a 3rd. Semtex coming in, but he's going to find the 3rd onto Siri. Not quite boxes. Can he find the wallbang? Flash is coming out, trying to deny him vision, but it's not going to quite work. Jam-packed doing a really good job of finding that and holding that. However, Rare will be the one to take him out in the end. Atomic finding 1 onto Siri, and now Pieces being found out by Dips. It seems like right now Florida doing a really good job, but just as I said, that GMG, the man is cooking. He's been cooking all day. He's going to find another one in Dipsy, keeping St. Clair with a tick onto B. So far, St. Clair looking pretty good, setting up the trophy systems. They look to be setting up a pretty good home base so far.
Yeah, and they just need to capture 2 more ticks on this B side, and they do win the map, but Florida is resilient. They don't want to go down without a fight. They get 2 kills as Dipsy goes down to Siri, and a good pick by GMG, you know, trying to set up a lot of space, but they're finding the trades. I think they're going to have some point control here. Maybe they can get another tick by the time Florida gets back, but now a couple kills here and there for St. Clair, and it could be the match. Let's see who wins this fight.
They were able to set up the trophies. They were able to creep under the point, and now they're just making the rotations to make sure that nobody gets on. And Siri comes from behind, and he's going to get 1 drop onto Dipsy, and they're holding the point. Nobody from Florida International University is going to be able to get there in time, but they do get onto the point. GMG is down, but they're still going to keep their heads on the point with 1 minute left. 11 lives, 13 for the Saints. It's so hard, but Siri with the killing spree to put him down. He makes his way out to the point, and that is going to be what they do to secure the victory against Florida International University.
Come from the left, come from the right, come from the center. It doesn't matter where they start to go from. St. Clair having the angles, the flicks, they hold it down. This is their base, their fortress,
Look at that.
Their home turf. They know exactly where all the engagements come from. And I must say, St. Clair looking very impressive. Finished off by the Vaznev. And they write the story to an end.
Just want to say shout out to Siri with the 18 and 11. Yeah, I'm sure he's happy about that one.
Oh, for sure.
Very happy with that indeed. And I'm very happy with this beautiful sight of Mirage. And we're going to be going right into the action here. We're going to have to see if they can push onto middle. I don't think there's going to be anybody defending it just yet, but they are going to have to make that rotation. We're looking at 11-7, but it's not going to be too clear for them. On catwalk, they spot one in ticket from Cat, but coming up from behind, the entirety of the Conestoga Condors are going to be pouring in from behind, wiping out that mid push almost entirely. The bomb is down in mid, and Petro holding down for his life. He's going to be able to pour a lot of damage onto 2 there, but Kiryu just in jungle. Nothing but an AK and a dream, pouring out some bullets, and JBH holding connector. Gonna have to do the work, gonna have to find the commitment, and he puts one down. That looked like it was like an AI, that looked like a bot with the way he tracked that shot. It was so beautiful.
Oh.
Flicks gets the kill, but just from behind, as always, Conestoga Condors flanking our Saints so perfectly. Connector is open, but it won't be for long. This is where the conflict is gonna start. Long range SMG is not gonna work too well against an AK, but if they're gonna cross each other here at the peaker, they're gonna be such a scary peak. Just getting the pre-fires in. Throwing out a smoke just to make life a little bit easier, but he spotted him before it came up entirely. The new update for CS2 is really coming out to bite him there. Yeah. It's not going to be an instant smoke, or at least as instant as we're used to these days. You got to give it time to really expand and take over. Now Theo, the Holy Juan himself, as a man who's no stranger to competitive pressure and that anxiety that comes with knowing that you're 1 round away from potentially losing. What do you think is going through their players' minds?
I mean, they need to stay calm, but it's almost impossible. They just need to keep their composure and not go for these hero plays. You know, the game is far from over. Yes, it might sound like it's close because it's 1 round, but it's really not. Just take it 1 round at a time, 1 kill here, 1 kill there, good rotations, good trades, and I think Saints can bring it back.
Absolutely, and another key element of that is sticking to the plan. Petro getting a kill might have been a part of it, but going down from behind, shot through a smoke by Extreme might not have been. Now they have to make this just treacherous push through apartments while holding down Catwalk, but there's threats from every side. An op headshot, you can hardly get more damage in this game than that, so he's going to be dead, dead, dead. A couple more bodies are going to fall, and now the Saints are going to try taking over the mid-nest window through the ladder on the other side, but it's still going to have Kiryu here. The smoke is fading. He's gonna creep up, but they turn to flick, and that's gonna be Morty gonna put him down before he's able to deal too much damage. Flashing out just for safety, and it is actually gonna catch Hunterscorp. Actually, not quite. I thought he was out there, but this lift is gonna get around the corner. Hunterscorp throwing out his own flash. Now they all know he's here. No questions about it. Those bullet holes landing very eerily close to his head. He's gonna have to be fighting 2 from both angles here. Thankfully, he can only ever take 1 at a time. Unless one gets brave, the headshot. The round is not over just yet. Morty is gonna go down in apartments. The Saints are holding on. They don't want to give up just yet. Another round for the Saints, and another chance to take this game.
And that right there is a spark of energy, you know, 1v2, he played it perfectly, just 1 at a time, boom, 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 gets the 1 tap, gets the shots up top, beautiful 1v2. I think it was a 1v3 actually to end off the round.
I think so, yeah.
And Saints are still in it, you know, they have good economy as we spoke about, as Condor on a bit of a save round here, so hopefully Saints can take advantage of that and take this round cleanly.
Personally speaking, Theo, I don't think I would have won that round.
Yeah,
that was very scary indeed.
Well played.
If I don't mistakenly remember, I think one of them even had an op there.
For
so
sure.
just holding both sides, very tight angles to watch. Very scary indeed, but he was able to hold it down. We're into the next round here. Saints are still looking, still fighting to get it through. They're making a very, very, very aggressive push onto A, but through the smoke, he heard the ticking. He knew it was going down, was able to get the kill. That's going to be a missing Saints, but they're still here. The presence is still up. Smokes are still up. They can still get the plant without much resistance, but Conestoga Condors are going to be coming from behind. The bomb is still in the hands of the Saints. Yeah, maybe they wanted to rotate B for a second there, but they are going to commit and just drop it. Now, with the Galil, what was happening there? They're both just playing patty cake, it looked like, just saying, playing peekaboo, but one of them is going to go down, eventually taking the time to line up that eagle shot, and now with the M9 is going to take him down, but Petro, not to be deterred, holding the site, holding the fort down, just going to take them out as they pour out of Palace. Such a good play from the Saints, and now that gap between the last round is getting closer and closer. The Saints are still holding on.
Yeah, but Condor now they have bought everything. You know, if Saints manage to win this round, I think they have a really good path back into this game, bring it back to overtime. but I think it's PSX. He's on the op all game, and he's been playing great with the op. So Saints are gonna need to look out for that. Try not to peek the angles too wide and not get killed by the op.
Yeah, this is a clever play coming out from the Conestoga Condors. They have enough economy that they can afford to spend a lot of money, and if they lose the round, obviously you don't want to, but you still have at least a round or two to recover. So they are just going to push, just forced by, and make sure that they can get everything out of the Saints here, taking one down already. That gun has already paid for itself. It's a matter of the state of the game, but from behind, JPH is going to get the headshot with the AK, pouring out of apartments. Oh, but coming out from beside bench. One of them is going to more them two, and then the other side of the map, Diddlesliff is going to get the final kill of the game, and that's going to be game one, going to the Conestoga Condors over our St. Clair Saints. What an excellent game. That was so close in so many places, and I believe that both teams played so well, just demonstrating that competitive Counter-Strike is one of the best games to watch, Theo.
Of course, and it was close at the start. Our Saints took a lead, they lost it, they got it again, they lost it, but they let it slip away a little bit, tried to bring it back, and they couldn't do it that round. A really close map. Looking forward to game two.
Absolutely. It was just so many moments that they were fighting, and they didn't want to give an inch. Personally, if I had to go back through my memory banks and just find one moment that really sticks out to me, those beautiful deagle shots.
Oh, the deagle shots.
The deagle. There was an eco round. They had no hopes, no expectations. They go out, wipe it, just one after the other, and that lets them take the round. And that was a really good path towards victory for them. They were able to pick up the momentum after that one.
Yeah, and you know, it was a really close map, and hopefully in game two it's also another close map, but hopefully it goes towards the side of the Saints this time.
I hope so
and,
too.
We're gonna throw it to a quick break and waiting for map 2, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Yes. welcome back everybody as we hop into
Already beeping.
CSGO action on Overpass. It's a 3-0 lead for St. Clair as they're able to start Overpass out with a bang after losing map 1, looking to take it to map 3 after winning this map.
Yeah. Have the absolute pleasure of being joined here by Theo, the Holy Juan, as we're watching our St. Clair Saints Academy match versus the Conestoga Condors esports team. And we're on Overpass in game 2, already 3-0, like we already mentioned, for the Saints. Coming from, I don't want to say harsh loss in the previous game, but it definitely could have gone the way of the Saints. But here, they're looking to make the statement that we can win Counter-Strike games, which they definitely can.
Oh, we saw that.
Last week, 13-1 both games. I believe Conestoga Condors week last game was won by forfeit, so they didn't have the chance to display their skills just yet, but today they're doing exactly that. And I can't wait to see what they have in store for us on Overpass. This map will, I always say I don't play it, I don't know how to play it, but secretly I do. Okay, I just don't want to.
Now everyone knows.
Now everybody knows my shameful secret. My friends will have no reason to queue Dust 2 with me anymore. They'll always go for Overpass. For some reason they like it, and they're trying to take over B site here on the side of the Conestoga Condors, but around the corner is Petra with the AK, so deadly with it. Just showed us how good he can be with it in the previous game, but coming through the smoke, they're not going to be met with good reception here. They're going to have a party of people all with guns pointed at them. They're not exactly welcome here. They're trying to retreat from the bomb here. Morty, it's already far gone. Not going to be able to go through. Just kind of get a wall bang. Actually, might have been able to. Okay, if he was a little more persistent there, he might have even caught that. But it's time to clear from the point. Save your guns, save your money, and we're going to go into round 5 here with a lot of money to work with.
I mean, they both died to the bomb, so they didn't really save anything. They could have, but they chose to go out that way.
They chose to go the way of death.
Yeah, the way of death. And now 4-0 for St. Clair, looking really strong. Overpass to start off map 2.
Absolutely. As we're timing out here, they're probably just heavily considering. Like, look at their faces. You can't see their faces necessarily, but you can see enough. You can see it in their hollow glass eyes that they're contemplating exactly what they should do to make a recovery here. But here, they have money. I think they're just going to go for a simple buy. We're seeing ops coming out from PSX.
Yeah.
That's always scary to see.
Always.
And gonna pick up some guns on the side of the Saints. Those who lost out in the previous round, spending money on our own op too. Gonna give that one to Kiryu. It's with a J, but I'm gonna assume that's a silent one, just like one of my favorite protagonists, Kiryu. So I'm gonna call him Kiryu. You can correct me if I'm wrong on that some other time, but we're gonna be heading in to round 5.
Yeah. And let's see where our Saints want to go.
Taking
Bit of fall damage
there. I was like,
a little rolled ankle maybe, but he'll be fine.
They recover fast in Counter-Strike. Oh, spotted each other there, but nobody's going to take any damage there. PSX almost got a pickup from the op immediately. Heard that bullet whiz by, and he was gone just like that. They're going to be pushing up onto Park, taking over the center of the map here. Rix is going to be creeping over, coming up through Connector. There's a party of people waiting for him at the Park. Those balloons are not just decorative now, they're serving a purpose. But they are going to have to clear out through Connector, going down into the lower side here. Lower Park is getting pushed up, and they're going to get the kill here. Petro finding PSX. That's their opper down for the round. Bomb picked up, pushing their way to A site. They find the man behind the box, Pemmican. Petro so perfectly placing the cursor over him, and their A site relatively clear. As clear as it's going to get for now. Finding the opportunity to plant the bomb. Lower Park is cleared out by Dislif. And he is going to have to pick up his dreams, taking a lot of damage as he goes through. Insid is getting dropped, and the tap headshot through the wall is going to find him. But Morty coming up from the left side of Upper Park. A lot of Park play here. They're not playing around. It's just a matter of finding the last Saint. Petro already taking 3 kills this round. If he can get these 2, he'll have himself an ace! And there it is, taking out every member of the Conestoga Condors in this round. That's going to be a beautiful victory, taking the ace. Petro showing us what he's capable of.
Yeah, and I think Saints after that are going to be fired up. You know, Ace is always exciting. The whole team is hyped for him. He's going to be playing on pure adrenaline now. Saints get a 5-0 lead, a good start, and they're going to look to keep that momentum going as they have a full buy. The Conestoga, they don't have much money. They buy the P90 yet again.
Oh,
Let's see.
God.
We're scared now for the P90, but it's
Oh my
gonna
God.
look like an A push coming out from St. Clair yet again, as they love this A site. They know how to play it perfectly, and they're gonna keep going back to it until it doesn't work.
I feel bad for anybody who's in the open lab right now because I know our CS team is, and
Oh, they're loud.
they probably would have gone crazy after that
yeah.
ace. Petro really earning the celebration from his team there. But there's one man inside of the room here. JBH, they find him. Shotgun not going to be able to do the work. They're pouring over to the site, just taking a quick stroll. You know, it's not always all guns and glory in Counter-Strike. Sometimes you do have to do some walking to get into the action. That's exactly what we're going to be doing. Coming up from behind, passing the fountain. Already going to be getting killed, but JBH just lining up the shots. Going to take them all out as they try to make the rotation work.
Yeah, and St. Clair, they're kind of allowing the flank a little bit to come in, and then they just watch the flank and find those picks like we saw in both of these rounds. And, you know, Conestoga want to find that flank, but they can't get much to it. Obviously, they didn't have the weapons that round. Now they will. Let's see if St. Clair go towards that A site yet again, and let's see what Conestoga does to respond.
You know, it's not much of a flank if you're aware of it.
Exactly.
I think the Saints are really demonstrating that for us. Like, it's, you know, they know the flank is there. There's people missing from the site, and the Condors are still playing confidently. So that must mean something's up. Just leaving JBH, they're not missing anything. You can only benefit for having so many guys with the guns walking down the same hallway. So, hey, watch this angle, pick up the flank when they come through. But PSX uncharacteristically missing the shot. Rex is going to be able to capitalize off of that through the wall bang. Gonna be pushing. Ooh, another miss coming out, but this is the scout. Gonna have to do extra work to make that work. But Rix, the shotgunner, is gonna turn. Morty,
They find him.
just not patient enough to find the kill. And it seems like they're still trading here, just going back and forth. But he is gonna find the kill finally. JBH just getting a run-of-the-mill kill onto the point for B side. It seems they have presence on both sides here, but they go for the rotation. And JBH picking him up there. It looked like he was behind the wall, but I guess my eyes were fooled. They're gonna be able to get the kill.
And they have full control of this B side 4v1 against the scout. Gonna be really, he picks up an AK somewhere. Might even look to save it as Conestoga don't have too much money to work with.
Yeah,
Yet again.
$150, $10. It's just not looking good. I smell a lot of Deagles coming up in the next round. The Eagles, you know, the Desert Eagles, they're coming home to roost, you know. Winter's over, hibernation time is done, but Pemmican is gonna have to hibernate for the rest of this little end screen, but he's gonna be reborn like a phoenix in this round as he respawns so beautifully.
Yeah, and now
Another timeout.
It's another timeout. You know, Conestoga need to find something. St. Clair is just making it look easy. They're winning with confidence. They're playing well. After that game one, you know, keeping your mental intact, it sounds easy. It's not that simple. After you lose a map, you know, it gets to your mind really. But the fact that they're able to bounce back with a 7-0 lead in this game too shows a lot about our team's resilience.
Yeah, and I know like part of that mental, your coaches play a lot of a factor in that. And I know one of the coaches on the team, I believe, accusing Penguin, Logan, he's probably a really great coach to them, just encouraging them, making sure that they stay motivated. The other coach as well, forgot their name, but I'm sure they do an excellent job as well heading into this next round. Saints looking to repeat history here, maybe going for another 13-1 or maybe even just a clean 13 for this game here.
And you know,
needs to buy or something. He just kind of shuffled back and forth. That was a little weird.
Yeah, and it's not looking good for San Conestoga in this round as they don't have much weaponry. Gonna just look to find some picks, break the economy of St. Clair just a little bit. Obviously, you want to win the round, but it's not always possible when the other team has a bunch of AKs and JBH finds the opening pick.
Trying to come around the corner for construction. Gonna get another kill here, 2 for JBH this round. Petro's making his way through connector yet again, seeing if he can get any pickoffs, and he just might find one. He connects to lower part, waiting for him. Gonna get the shot, no resistance. The 5-7 is gonna go to waste. If anything, I'd pick that up if I was him. Just you know, it's a good pistol. It's a good gun to use.
It is.
2 people left for the Conestoga Condors. Morty rotating over to B side. As the Saints are doing the same, throwing up the smoke. That must have been, I like that smoke. I don't think that was intentional, but I like that bounce. It was really clean. And now,
nice shot.
Rix finds the kill. Petro in his usual spot. Might not have communicated that there. Same spot, gets another kill. Saints taking the round without dropping a single player.
Yeah, and I think the side of Conestoga really need just a mental reset more than anything. They're struggling to find anything. There's a lot of weird plays coming out from St. Clair that Conestoga was not ready for, and they're able to take these rounds over and over. Conestoga just cannot find an answer. As at the start of this round, weapons on every side. You know, if St. Clair win this round, could even get a 12-0 half with the economy they have. They're going to be looking for a bit of a split play to send a couple people B, send a couple people A, but kind of looking to walk through the fire there.
And walking through the fire, you will be reborn, and you, man. Hopefully, this man will be better at getting kills.
Oh, he sees a gun.
Oh, he sees it. He sees it. No! Dilsif is going to get the kill. 2 of them. Oh, Theo, you had an emotional reaction to that one.
I mean, I don't know if we can see through walls or if the gun was invisible, but, you know, from our POV, you can see the guy.
Yeah. Maybe you can
third.
repeat history there. Petro, where are you looking? It's funny, I like with the new smoke system, the smoke hitbox is technically a lot further out than it looks. So even though he had a perfectly clear shot of him, it said it was through the smoke.
Yeah.
Just a very funny little detail there, but not very funny for the Saints as they're facing their first loss this round. Trying to figure out a way to salvage this one. They had to full buy on the side of the Conestoga Condors. Saints winning this would be absolutely devastating for their economy, but it doesn't look to be likely as PSX picks up the one tap to make that. He's going to be able to get the kill, get the other one in order to take the round, and now we're looking at a 1-8. Still possible. Saints could go for the 13-1, but a lot less likely now that they were able to succeed with their buy and take out a round from the Saints.
I think when PSX has that op is when the Conestoga look the best. Like when he's finding picks with that op, that team is really playing well. If Saints are able to shut him down on that operator, I mean, it's just hard for St. Clair to lose rounds, and they're playing really good. And they have the A1 lead. They're gonna hit a full B rush, sending one player towards mid, and will Conestoga be ready for this?
Pushing through the canal here. Water is going to be a little bit too scary to be in. The walkway.
Oh, a little boost.
A boost will
Olaf
work.
Meister.
The boost. Guess that the boost to the KDA going to be able to find a cheeky headshot. Morty is going to be very happy about that. Yeah, sometimes you have to make some sacrifices. Another headshot in this game.
Nice
Through his
shot.
teammate. Another kill for JPH. These headshots look so easy for him. Throwing out the smoke. Pouring it down onto the site, not even really necessary, but PSX getting the shot through the smoke.
Stop
himself.
peeking him.
2, we're getting 2 for 2 for 2. Don't peek him.
Don't peek PSX.
Don't peek. Oh, it's so beautiful to see.
2v2
Petro gonna get another one. Nate is coming out, looking the wrong way. No, he was gonna go around the pillar before he was able to see him there. Standing in the smoke, Petro
they don't know
just
where he is.
wrapping around so perfectly. You can't see him. You can't see me. Dude, the smoke is just utter confusion, utter chaos, but stopping the defuse. That damage done to him by JBH might have been the difference. Oh, Lord. You hate to see it, Theo. You absolutely hate to see losses.
Yeah, and PSX able to find 2 picks with the operator, just making so much pace for Conestoga, and they take the round. Now it's 8-2 for the Saints. The economy is still looking pretty decent. Both teams are rich. It's going to be another firefight, and let's see, Conestoga's been able to find the response now that they've been looking for this entire half, and St. Clair's going to look to finish strong.
Finish strong indeed. Taking 2 rounds, losing 2 rounds when you're 8-2 does not feel like it would just be too bad in most circumstances, but I think the Saints might take this one a little hard, especially the way they've been losing it. You have to walk that one off. That was just such a brutal kill.
I mean, just PSX on this op, when he starts hitting those shots, this game becomes really hard for the St. Clair Saints. But if they're able to shut him down, I think that's the biggest point for what I can take away from the first 2 maps so far.
The existence of a player like that in your game really does change how you have to play. Dilsif not going to be able to find the shot. Not going to be able to change the game in his own way here. JBH coming up with the connector. They spot Pemmican, but not too quickly. He was able to get the kill. JBH, Kiryu channeling his inner PSX himself, getting the headshot on the op. But its Incid is taken out.
We saw him, I think.
They're trying to take over A side here. Trying to take over the wave on the A side. Going through connector. Seeing if they can find anything to make this round a little bit easier. But it's not going too well for them.
They're going B.
It's a little scary. They are going to make the rotation. Rotation I would have made myself here. And then connector clearing out, throwing out the util, smokes and flashes coming out, decoys maybe 2. I saw something that looked like 1. Molly, they're going for the commitment. They're going to be completely safe, shielded from the window, shielded from the heavens, shielded from lower. The bomb is going to go down, but the bullets are still going to fly. It's time. This is a classic scenario, 2v2 on the site. Theo, it must be intense for these players.
Oh yeah, and it's a 2v2. We have 2 AKs on the side of St. Clair's. PSX decides to hold on to the op, so St. Clair want to take these closer gunfights, don't want these long-range battles, as PSX going to have to push with the op. It's going to be way harder into these 2 AK-47s. The bomb is down. There's a pick, and through the smoke finds 2. Good clutch by
And he had the kit.
And he has the kit, so they get the defuse. 8-3 for St. Clair now. Is 3 rounds in a row. Now it's getting into that shaky territory where it's going from 13-0 to, whoa, it might be 8-4 half. And, you know, St. Clair really want to get this last one to really get the nail in the coffin, get a good start, get the momentum back as, I mean, Conestoga's be able to find their way back into this game a little bit. It's getting nervous.
They have all the money in the world to work with, but they decide to just go for mostly AKs. I believe one of them's buying an AK for the teammates to pick up an op for themselves. This is exactly what's going to happen. We got very similar compositions here coming up, but it's going to ultimately come down to how they play this. Coming up, oh my god, PSX is absolutely devastating, trading the op for op. That's going to be down. Nobody's going to pick it up as they try to pour their way through Fountain. They have to make a decision to go through mid or go through the left side. It seems they're going to go for the left side. It's a little bit less scary, especially knowing where PSX might have been. So they're going to try to take this slow with utils when they need it. But Pemmican is going to take down Petro as he goes through, taking out JBH as well. Kiryu is the third to fall to Pemmican. And it's just Hunterscorp left, but he is going to avenge his fallen teammates, not taking a single point of damage. But the 5-7 from PSX is going to take out the kill, and that's going to be going into the second half. Another clean victory for the Conestoga Condors.
And PSX is the only one positive on his team, but when he's playing well, his team can ride that momentum and really follow his path. Like, if he needs to be getting the kills, and that's the way they play, they need to play around him, they need to make sure he gets those opening picks. If they can ride that wave of momentum and energy to win these gunfights, that's going to be huge for the side of Condors. But it's an 8-4 half, it's a fresh start. Pistols on both sides. Let's see. I think this first pistol round is absolutely crucial, because when PSX gets that off, that's when he really gets dangerous. If St. Clair can maybe slow that down a little bit by winning a couple rounds, not letting them get those guns, it's going to be huge for them, as there's going to be a push onto A side by Condor, but there's one person going B.
One person going B. That would be me if I was in this game. Morty is going to be able to take out Petro for the revenge kill, pouring their way through Upper Park. It seems they have a strategy here, Theo. What do you think they're going to be looking for?
Yeah, they're going to full send it on this A side, I think, as there's one person still in the spawn, so it is a 3. They dropped the bomb behind, so they're not full all in, but they could find a nice shot as they take out Hunterscorp's HP a bit down. They have the site. They're getting the plant down, and it's really hard to retake with pistols. So let's see if they can get it done. They're
on the truck. They're gonna have to find the exchange, but coming from behind, Rix is gonna get the headshot return. But Hunterscorp is the last man standing after a couple of shots are fired. Behind the truck, gonna get the beautiful one tap. Around, can he get the same thing again? No, he's not going to be able to capture that lightning in a bottle, and that's going to be another round for the Conestoga Condors. 5 rounds in a row they're taking now.
Yeah, and St. Clair, they're definitely getting nervous now. You know, 8-0, they were feeling themselves. They were playing well. They're still playing pretty well, but 5 rounds in a row is not something to look over. It's going to be a close finish, as this round, they're just saving. They're full saving. They're saying, okay, you know, we lost our pistol round. We'll take our defeat. We'll take it on the chin. Hopefully get a couple picks here, get the economy a bit better, and bring it back, you know. Let's see what they can get done. And it's a full push from St. Clair, but Conestoga just said, we don't want to fight you guys in middle. We're going towards the B side. Thank you very much.
Yep, and just about to come through that door is the entirety of the Conestoga Condors team.
Oh.
And there they are with the P90. Sorry, Saints are coming through. They switched sides. I got to remember that with that legendary P90, but he is going to get put down eventually. Pemmican is holding the site as the Saints try to pour through. This is a poverty round for them. And they're going to take whatever they can get. Oh, the flick. The headshot is going to melt his damage down. Rix is going to take out Pemmican. This could be
2v2. And they have guns. They picked up some guns.
An M9. Oh! Rix is going to go down, but the Galil, personally, underrated gun in my opinion.
I agree.
Yeah, it's my... when I used to play CSGO on the Xbox.
Oh,
this is my favorite gun to use.
No recoil. That gun is pretty good. It's pretty good.
You hold left trigger to crouch, right trigger to fire. It's a beast in its own right. But just like the Conestoga Condors, beastly in nature, taking their 6th round in a row against the Saints. We could be looking at 8-8.
Oh
just
yeah,
like that.
this is a very important round. You know, St. Clair have the full buy, Conestoga do not have the full buy. They have a couple SMGs. They're choosing to play for the more passive, trying to get that operator on PSX because he has been doing a lot of work with it. But it's another full rush onto B. Can St. Clair slows them down this time as they have a couple players here to mirror?
Now, inside water, pushing up. JBH is going to get the shot through the sky of Morty, coming from behind. Extreme is going to see if he can catch any pickoffs. JBH is going to be a very sad victim of that. It looked like he had his life flash before his eyes there as he saw him coming around the corner. Now, through the tunnel, but that felt really awkward to watch.
Yeah.
Not exactly the optimal situation to have your Mac 10 out, but he was going to at least do a little bit of damage. They're going to be able to take out PSX waiting the pit, and that's going to be the round for the Saints. Going to end that streak for themselves, and going to come back in this overpass game.
Absolutely, and that is a absolute massive round. You know, finally they lost 6 rounds in a row. Winning that one round, you know, your whole team just breathed a sigh of relief. It's like, okay, guys, we beat them 8 times. Yes, we lost 6 rounds in a row, but we can win. As there's a timeout yet again. Both teams probably want to talk it over after so like 7 rounds of straight action. You know, both teams want to calm their cool. Both teams are playing on high emotions. It's a really close game, and hopefully our Saints can close it out.
To backseat this game for a little bit for the Saints, I would say that they really need to utilize rotations a little bit more. I feel like they usually just kind of have one man in connector to watch for counter rotations, but I feel like Overpass is one of those maps where you can really just soar through and find any opening, a lot of flanking potential, but it seems like the Saints are kind of just tunnel visioning and ironically enough, going through the tunnels of Canal and just hoping for the best when I feel like they could use some util a little bit more cleverly, molly off some key positions instead of forcing a man to watch it, and kind of play a little bit more dynamically. And the Condors just have to keep exactly what they're doing up. Didn't roll his ankle this time.
Didn't.
Keep all his HP. Let's go. Pemmican down in connector, down in the tunnels, in the sewer like a rat, just finding any piece of cheese that'll come down. Looking for it. The rest of his team is behind him. Util's just popping off here, but coming on the corner, he peeked the wrong man. Kiryu gonna go down to PSX. No op in his hands, but still.
His teammate has the op. Surprisingly, he doesn't have it. Decides to pull out the AR as they have full control of mid, but they do have the bomb in spawn. Probably gonna go over to the A site. And they're just taking their time. St. Clair maybe looking to find a few picks. There's going to be a swing here.
JBH
doesn't see them.
Oh, sorry, that wasn't JBH. It was JBH's M1 I was looking at. But Petro, he's going to go down there. Rix is trying to get the damage off. He's going to find it, but coming up from the side, PSX just immediately saw him and just started walking, and that's going to pay off. Taking huge damage as he jumps across the rift. He's going to take it like a champ. But the bomb is going down. The Saints have a couple of seconds to react. Going through the smoke. Nobody saw him, but they see him now, and they see him go down as Extreme gets the headshot. Coming through the smoke, Hunter Scorp. Lobby is cleared, the nade is up. He takes that as an opportunity to go through and just pour some bullets out. But they see him now, clearly as clear as day. And they are gonna get the damage. They are gonna be able to get the headshot through the smoke and take the round.
I think Condor, like, that's the second time I think after a timeout, they've just come out guns blazing. So they're using their timeouts. I don't think St. Clair has taken a timeout, but Condor has used 3. You know, they lost 4 in a row. I think they used one when they lost. We're losing 8-0. Then they used one. They won 4. They won the first 2. Lost 1 here, and they said, guys, let's regroup. Quick timeout. Let's get our things right. And they certainly have. You know, I'm surprised they have PSX off the operator, but even on the AR they're around, killed 2 or 3 members, and he's playing absolutely massive for his team.
Just a spec.
Oh, rolled ankle.
Oh, no.
That's a bad sprain, that one. 6 HP.
You could hear that scream.
Oh my god.
God.
Why?
His legs.
For what reason?
Give him a break, man. I think his career's over after that one, personally. We're not going to see him next season.
It's going to be hard to play with that.
To play with that again. Go, Flash coming up. Molly,
they don't
exactly where they want it. Hunter Scorp is going to have to hop onto the barrels. It's not going to keep him safe. All that damage coming up. It's going to, wow. Wow, that is a very value shot. But the double kill through the smoke. Dilsif is going to find, rolled ankle or not, my boy can ball. And he's going to ball hard. He gets the kill. But it's just Morty left on the site here. Just waiting for Rix to dare to show his face in heaven. Dare he does, and a bullet is going to be put right through it.
Yeah, that was more of a save round for St. Clair, so the fact they could find even 1 pick is still pretty decent. You know, not too high expectations when you save, but now they're gonna buy up fully. This is one of the probably the most crucial round in this match so far. 9-8. Both teams on a full buy. St. Clair is broke if they lose. They need to take this round. Hopefully they can hold, as Conestoga is gonna look to full push B with 5 people. Never mind, they're gonna play more default, send 2 people each way, look to play for those picks.
And just to talk a little bit about the timeouts, I feel like the disconnect that might have been fixed between those timeouts is just a disconnect between, Pemmican finding the disconnect between his life and his body as it leaves him from Petro, pouring the bullets into him. Coming out of the door, Dilsith is going to find the kill onto Petro, holding water down by himself. The construction site is very active. We got some activity coming out over there. Rotation is going towards A site. Yep. They are going to be looking to find it, seeing exactly what they can do to get things done. But on the way through Lower Park...
Oh, he heard him.
Yeah, he heard him. That jump. Oh, but PSX taking out the pistol. Rix was there, crouching, waiting for him to get the kill. That's exactly what they needed to do. And now, so close. Okay, no, he was going to find it. Rix is going to get put down by Morty. Molly is in his hands. Extreme throwing it, but it might be a little too late. Yeah, they already are past that point. Bomb is still going to go down. JBH taking him out, rotating their way through lobby, hoping to find him. They have to get the swing. JBH is low HP, so he could just be acting as a scout here. Takes a lot of damage, and Hunderscorp is able to clean it up. Going to be able to get the find, and he's got to play peekaboo with the bomb. Able to find it. Always got to get your kit. I never buy those. Probably should. But paying dividends here for the Saints. They're going to be able to stop another slight win streak and recover. Take it to 10-8.
Yeah, I think of a bit of a misplay by PSX, honestly. He found that pick with the AWP, and he's been so deadly with it. But instead of coming back to his team and just pushing us 3, he plays in mid by himself. No awareness of anything. Whips out the pistol, jumps around, gets caught. And you can't get picked off like that when you're the one leading your team. St. Clair take a 10-A lead. The economy is still good for Condor, so it's going to be another really close round.
A little even.
Yeah, way more even. St. Clair, but they cannot let the foot off the gas pedal. They need to push forward here. They need to... They're playing aggressive. We haven't seen this from them before. They're trying to take space away from Condor, as they know they're playing with those operators, trying to get up close and personal. But Condor are not letting up. They're just sitting back saying, you want to peek our operator? Come ahead. But they do need to go plant the bomb eventually.
I feel like this is exactly what I kind of thought they should do to take things a little bit more in their favor. And look at the map. Everybody's lined up 1 man per entry point. Things are going a lot slower. Pemmican finding the kill on Kiryu into the hole, but it's just allowing your team time to find the perfect opportunities. Hunter peeks at the perfect opportunity, seeing popping through the door, but not the perfect opportunity to go for a molly, my friend. He's running for his life. It goes immediately to water, but JBH is there to protect him like a big brother chasing off the bullies, taking him out as he goes through, looking for him. But Morty is going to find Hunderscorp in water as they find their way out to the point. It's just going to have to find what opportunity is going to be there for him to get onto the point and get the kills that they need. The mollies are just dissipating, and they find the kill in the water. Just behind the point here, behind the boxes, and one in construction, watching with an op. He sees a smoke trail. Thanks to CS2, we have things like this. They know exactly where he is, but he's running for his life. And Rick's right around the corner, but he finds his arm with the op. Just one more second would have been necessary to get the victory for the Condors. But JBH, so calm, cool, collected, able to find the kill, get the defuse.
Well played. He had the op, so Saints didn't really need to push him. They need to just watch that corner, got a bit zealous, pushed him, but they did kill him. 2v1, obviously you want to use that numbers advantage to your advantage, and they take an 11-A lead with an absolute massive 18th round. Hopefully they look to close it out in these next 2 rounds, win another one, and snowball that way into the map.
Yeah, the Saints 11-8 against the Conestoga Condors here in the game 2 on Overpass. If the Saints win this, we'll be going to Inferno, I believe, next. But if we lose, then that's the series. The Conestoga Condors won the previous one. So Saints, with that on their mind for sure, are going to have to reevaluate their game plan and hope that they can keep that consistency from the previous one. Petro doing a good job of putting some entry victories here. JBH going to find his own kill, but going to get killed himself there. But Petro finding 2 more. Just like that, we're down to 4v1. Just in the blink of an eye, literally mid-sentence, just talking about the previous round. Already, this round seems to be over and in favor of the Saints. I think he might just go to save here. Might be the play. Because the economy's not looking too good. Having an AK in your back pocket would definitely pay dividends for your team.
But he doesn't want to allow the match point. He really wants like As a player in this situation, you really want to.
They're prepping for the timeout. I think they're
prepping for the
expecting
timeout.
to lose this round.
They're expecting to lose it, but maybe by some miracle, a couple headshots here and there, and it could be a round win.
It looks like they want to push him. They do want to get greedy. They want to just stifle that economy even more than it already is. But as a result of that greed, Hunterscorp is going to take a death there on the side of construction. He's going to be watching, but he's not watching where he needs to be. Sneaks up, finds the legs. Petro, a sneaky little sneaker, going to take out the last man for the Conestoga Condors. And now, just like you said, Theo,
Match point.
Match point.
And no money.
No
for
money.
Condor. So St. Clair, no, they used their fourth timeout of the match. First map, I don't even. Did we see a timeout?
I don't think so because the Condors won.
Condors
They
won.
didn't need to
Exactly.
call
They
any
were smooth
timeouts.
sailing. Now that they're not smooth sailing, they're rough sailing in the deep waters. St. Clair got them
Nice.
12-8 on the ropes, looking to close out this map. And they have weapons. They have util. They have absolutely everything they need. Let's see if they can get it done.
And it's only a matter of time before these soldiers, these warriors will be able to move for whatever reasons. They're given orders to stand still for just 10 more seconds.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get into the action. An op in the hand of Kiryu. Just throwing it. Why
Petro.
not? They're trading. There we go. Guns are in there. He just gave it back. I don't know what the point
You
of that
just wanted
was.
to see how heavy it was, see what he's working with.
Let me make sure you got enough bullets in there, my friend.
Exactly.
You know, they're so well trained they can tell what's in the magazine just by the weight of the gun. And Petro already getting aggressive, coming up the side of Upper Park, seeing if he can catch any overzealous pushers here, and he just might. No! A second more, and he would have found two people looking the other way. But
That's a
he's
gun
gonna
for Condor.
That is a gun for him.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, Rix is gonna go down to the Tech 9. The poverty run from the Condors
Hey,
is
it's
working.
It's working. Like
Yeah,
now they're
guns
playing.
now.
They're playing as a team now.
Oh,
5 people.
You
but
see
he gets
5
one.
people? Yeah, you get one
only
shot.
get one.
If only he brought the auto sniper, maybe he could have made that work. Or the Negev.
Negev, that would have been a play there. Negev would have been a play, but now it's a 2v4 for St. Clair looking for the retake. It's going to be a really hard retake. All 4 people are on the site as they're both going to go up those stairs. Maybe they can find a pick
One's
or two.
rotating through the lobby. Both of them are.
Both of them are.
Mollied up though.
It's so hard to walk in.
And they hear him. They hear his body burning, so they know where he is. So it's just going to be a matter of waiting out the timer. I believe the Saints might try to save this one because their economy's not looking that great. I think that might really be the play. You don't want to give this up. They're going to try sneaking away, but they're going to get caught out. Hunterscorp is going to go down, but that is going to give at least opportunity to JBH to retreat, acting as cover for his teammate, while the Conestoga Condors do their own job to get out of the site. But 2 of them are going to go down. I was watching that. I was like, you're not out of range.
It's happened all game, but it's a big round. As you know, the game's not over until it is over. No matter what, as long as you have a gun and a dream, you can win.
Even without a gun, as we saw,
Even
you
without
know,
a
like the Deagle kills, the
I mean,
eco
yeah.
round dream in the previous one.
Any weapon, even
Any
a
weapon.
knife, even a
Yes.
knife.
You can make it work, and that's the beauty of Counter-Strike. If you're just innovative enough, you can accomplish very, very, very impressive things.
And St. Clair looked for a bit of a force here, I believe. A couple, a scout and a Uzi, like, they want to end this game now, which is a risky play.
Yeah, I don't think this is exactly the eco play you want to make.
Exactly.
If he got those 2 kills, it might have
Oh,
been.
it would have worked for sure.
But as they're taking the losses here, but we got 2 JBH. I guess the
3v2.
damage that they were pouring out from those cheap guns working in their favor there, but they still have their work cut out for them. 3 left on the Conestoga Condors, and both members of the Saints taking quite a good amount of damage, but a lot of util on JBH. They're pushing up onto construction. And it's just JBH holding the angle here, getting 1, almost getting 2, but he's going to get deagled down as it's just Hunterscorp left. It's going to be more than difficult for him to recoup.
Hey, we've
what
seen
he's
him
gonna
clutch
try.
again. We've seen him clutch before. We won't
Not
see
this
it again. We won't see it this time. And it's 12-10 for St.
And
Clair.
Saints are going to have no money to work with this round,
No
so this is
money.
probably going to be,
This has to be a save round, right?
I would be utterly
What
shocked.
could they even buy? Maybe some armor?
Scouts. Everybody could buy
Everybody
scouts.
could buy scouts.
And I mean, that's if they even brought that in their loadouts. You know, again, you have to prepare what guns you would go in before the game. But it seems they're not even going to bother buying pistols.
Yeah.
Just going to rock the USBs
Hey, they have one
and just
deagle.
run in a straight line.
They have one deagle, he needs 5 headshots, and
Yeah.
we win. Other than that, it's going to be pretty rough. for
We've
the
seen it
side of
before?
Saints. We have maybe seen it before.
Kind of. It was 3.
It was 3. Well, 3 would help.
3 would help to get the 2 left and take the eco round. But it's going to be quite harder looking at a full arsenal on the side of the Conestoga Condors. Pushing up water. Again, the classic through to construction. But JBH! I think we banned the Deagle.
I mean, are we allowed to? Is that a thing?
Personally, I'm banning it. It's just
Personally?
not fair in the hands of the Saints.
It's not.
It's just too much of an advantage. They seem to have mastered the gun, but as they creep up, I feel like I'm in a nature documentary now. Everyone's quiet.
Everyone wants to be quiet.
Oh, and just like that, a flash of energy. Kiryu is going to be getting brave and holding up another site, but he's going to get gunned down by Dislif. Bomb is not planted just yet. It's going down as we speak, but just the sheer resilience. Rix is going to get the kill into Dislif. 3v3 surprisingly for the Saints, but they have a couple of guns in their hands now at the very least. If only the smoke wasn't here, he would be able to just turn around and get the kill, but taking out the gun, Rix got a little bit greedy. PSX is gonna be able to turn around and get the kill. We're now looking at 12-11, just like that in the flash of an eye. The Saints try to make their way back onto the site and through to the smokes, and the well-placed individuals of the Conestoga Condors, they were able to completely cut that push short. And looks like we're on the final round here, I believe. If the Condors win this, we're looking at overtime. Saints win this, that's the game. So one way or the other, we're in for something exciting, Theo.
Yeah, I mean, this is when pressure is the most. This is where players either show who they really are or choke. Obviously, we want our Saints.
That's always an option.
We want our Saints to show that they are resilient in this 12-11. You know, they might not have all the util or all the weapons, but they do have weapons. Hopefully, they can find those shots, as it's going to be a slow A push from Conestoga, but there are two people going towards B. There might be a gunfight toward mid here.
Nobody's been shot at yet. Again, it's just slow, secure, calm and calculated. We got 2 down in connector, just deciding whether or not to push out. We got 3 rotating to A side from Upper Park. Tunnels is clear for Rix, and he's coming up from behind, so he will be able, if he speeds it up, he might be able to stop this push, or at least be able to notify them, as they could probably see one of them in the booth. But Canal getting a little greedy there. Petro is going to go down, but he's not going to get out of that scot-free. Kiryu is going to take him out for revenge for Petro, and now just like that, a little burst of action. We're back to 4v4. Rix is coming up from behind, and they have members on the site. So as soon, Kiryu is going to get gunned down on the other side of the map as we're waiting for that to go down. But as soon as they know that they're on A site, Rix is going to be able to come up from behind and just wreak havoc, just like that, getting the headshot. Dislif is going to take out Hunter Scorpio on site. The bomb man is coming up from Park through the center, planting the bomb. He's not going to be able to find the angle on him. Rix getting a little. Oh my God! PSX is a warrior of Counter-Strike. He finds the most beautiful flick I've possibly ever seen, and it's a game-winning one at that, as Rix from behind was not able to flank them. They're taking it to overtime, Theo.
They are going to overtime, and just explain the overtime format for us. How does it work in CS2?
So for overtime, you have to win, I believe, 3 games in a row or 2 rounds in a row. It's going to be up to just back and forth, back and forth. You have to just completely cement your dominance over your opponent in order to win this one. And both teams are going to be absolutely struggling, striving to make this work.
At least the economy is good in overtime.
At least the economy is good. You get all the money you can
love
work
overtime.
with. Exactly. And it's just going to be, you know, you got more money, you got a lot more confidence, bravado. They're not going to be too shy in this one, and they're going to be pushing through all hands on deck for the B push through Canal. Site's going to be relatively clear. Saints were in a little bit of a rotation, reposition period there. Pemmican is going to find JBH in the water. And in the walkway, frag grenades going out. But in the sewer tunnels there, Petro is going to find Dilsif with the up. They're going to have to find the retake. They're going to have to find it fast, as the bomb is already down. Rix is going to find Morty in the water there. Pipe coming up and rotating through to Canal. Picking up the gun, the M4A4 instead. Throwing out the Molly. Pemmican might go down to it. Burning to death. Thanks to the very, very heads up and intelligent Molly usage. Bomb is taking a little bit faster here. That's one more terrorist down on Conestoga. It's just one left, but it's probably the most dangerous one. PSX with an AK. It's not to be trifled with. Rotating around, seeing if he can find him, and he does! The bomb is going to go off inevitably, but it is going to go the way of this Conestoga Condors. You can run from it, but you can't hide. The explosion claims all, and that's a rare round where everybody dies.
I mean, PSX being that star player in the 1v2 manages to have the ice in his veins, you know, dodges out one of the people, cuts around on the side, manages to spray through smoke, knowing exactly where the bomb is planted, gets the headshot, gets the round. It's a 13-12 lead for the Sound of Condor Esports.
It's just such a scary moment to be in. It's so intense. You don't have a lot to work with. You don't have a lot of wiggle room. No room for mistakes in overtime. A single slip-up could cost you the game. And in this case of this... Sorry. In the case of the Saints, it could cost you a victory. Conestoga Condors.
You can see the nerves. You can see the nerves.
That's one way to put it, Theo.
Like, you see the nerves. I've been there. I've done that. I've done things like that. Everyone does them. Just minor mistakes.
I do that more often than I don't.
Yeah. As we get a couple picks out from Pedro. Beautiful picks. And now St. Clair have a 5v3 advantage. As Condor are just, they're looking to go A, but 3v5 is really hard to push through. Maybe they can find the pick over here on Hunter. As Pelican goes down. Gets a trade back, but PSX takes him down. It's a 4 versus, no, it's a 3 versus 2. It's a 3 versus 1. Now PSX goes down, and it's going to be really rough for this lift as it's on 14 HP. It needs to hit just headshot after headshot after headshot. Basically looks for it, doesn't find it, gets caught by the op. As it's 13-13, St. Clair refused to go down without a fight.
Yeah, and just a quick correction on the overtime thing. I realized when you asked me, like, oh my god, I actually don't know how overtime works in CS. But it is a best of 6. So first to 19 is going to win this. But if they're tied 18-18, guess what, Theo? We just go again. Another best of 6.
Okay.
So the teams are going to have to win, and they're going to have to win fast if they want to take this and take the game. The Saints, again, if they lose this, they lose the series. If they win, we're going to be going to Inferno. So it's going to be a very, very intense game. A lot riding on the line for both of these teams here. And it's just a matter of time before we see some bullets flying. And just as I say that, PSX finds a kill onto JBH, but not this time, Petra says. He's going to win the exchange in the sewers, emerging from the tunnels of Victor. Planting the bomb. Mollies are flying. A site or B site is completely taken over by the T side here. Molly's more. Smoke is going to go down. Hunter Scorpion is not in a favorable position right now, not at all. But he is going to find the opportunity to slip out and into the safe coverings of that beautiful doorway.
The SG.
Yeah, I love that gun.
Yeah.
OP in my opinion.
I agree. I don't know why everyone doesn't use it. But look, he's found 3 this round with it.
Oh my god, but I think that might just be more of a PSX thing than an SG thing. But extreme Petro, you don't want to trifle with him. Immediately running for the bomb. Thanks to the defuse kit, it's not going to be much of an issue. They are going to defuse it. Every time I see that defuse thing go away, I'm like, it's because it's switching players.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're now 14-13. First to 19 yet again. We'll win this one, take the series, but it's not going to be easy for either of them.
Yeah, and we switch sides, I believe, now, as St. Clair is going to be on the attack, Condor's on the defense. What do you think we should see from St. Clair on the attacking side here? What bomb side do you think would work better for them?
I think they should probably start making their pushes onto A site a little bit more frequent. Like, they have a lot of success going for it when they actually coordinate, go for the utils, flashes and smokes, and they know those spots. I feel like these B pushes are a little bit more haphazard, and they're just like hoping to catch Conestoga Condors off guard. But with A side pushes, it feels like they're in a lot more control. I would like to see that more often, but
maybe they knew PSX was guarding A, so they said, guys, let's go B.
Potentially, you would be able to reasonably like deduce that information.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they have the money. Why wouldn't he go for the op? He's been so successful with it. There's no reason not to. But as I say that, he's holding the angle that Rix was just about to cross. And he is... Oh, that wasn't even PSX. That was Morty finding the kill onto JBH.
Yeah, 2 ops.
Point. 2 ops on the side of the Conestoga Condors. Hunter just tossing out util. Smokes are going up. Molly going to go down into water just in case anybody's in there. Don't ask me how that works. You can throw a Molotov into water. Actually, no, I think it actually does work. It makes sense. But in any case, Sniper's Nest. It's going to be occupied by a very deadly sniper indeed. Petro's going to find the kill on Pemmican, but Dilsif is going to take him down instead. But Rix holding down the fort. Not too long, though, as he is going to get killed as he picks up 1 from construction. That's going to be Conestoga able to get the defuse.
And it is going to be 14-14. You know, it's getting to that point where it's so nerve-wracking. Every kill matters. 14-14 is a crazy scoreline, as you said, first to 19, I believe.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm surprised Condor went with 2 ops that round. I don't think we've seen that this game at all on the side of Condors. But now, in overtime, when it matters most, they're pulling out some tricks out of their bag.
It's just remarkable how both of these teams are just constantly going back and forth in this game. Nobody giving an inch, because once you do, a mile is immediately taken by the opposing team. It's just very interesting to watch how they decide to hold this down. Missing that shot there, just narrowly. PSX so deadly with that gun. Again, he changes the game just by existing in it. Saints have to alter their strategy and alter their approaches to factor him in. Haven't really seen much op play, but JBH doesn't need an op. He has an AK, and that works just like one if you know how to use it. Gonna take the kill on the Pemmican as they rotate their way through Upper Park. Gonna have some Conestoga Condors. Oh, peek. Now he knows he's there. PSX missing rarely as he does. He does do it sometimes, but he's gonna make up for it by taking out Hunter Scorp there. Now he's going to be holding the side with the 5-7. It seems to be a common buy, honestly. Usually pistols don't really factor much into the game,
But if you're upping, you need a pistol.
yeah, and he's done a lot of work with this 5-7 we've seen in previous games. Kiryu is going to find Dilsif, even though he did have the high ground advantage, so it's not too surprising.
Yeah.
You know, it's always a factor in these games. But Petro making his way onto water, able to watch this side here, while the sniper's nest is going to try to get cleared up. Morty is going to find the kill onto Kiryu, though, boosting, as they love to do. I mean, maybe they'll go for it eventually. Now, they're just watching both sides go for the YOLO shot. PSX might go down to the molly. No, just with a sliver of HP. He survives by the skin of his teeth. JBH watching the door from construction and just seeing if there any rotations come out. A flash comes out from the sniper's nest, I believe. And now it's just a matter of time. Petro finds a kill. The exchange, they meet each other there. PSX is just going to hold his op, which, again, I completely understand.
Oh, for PSX hold his op, yeah, that's not a problem, I don't think, for Condor. But what is a problem is they are down 15-14 in Game 2 of this CS2 match. And, you know, they were on the back foot 8-0, so the fact they came back this far is incredible. But the job is not down, as I believe it is
final round. I misread it then.
Map point for St. Clair. If they win this round, they win the map 16-14. If Condor wins it, we're doing more overtime. Even more CS2, which we all love. And we're going to see two ops again from the side of Condor, as they like this strategy.
I think we're just making up for lost time. We didn't get to see a lot of Counter-Strike in the last semester, nor the previous one. So now we're getting our fill. Hopefully this is not going to be the last we're seeing of CS. Thanks to game day and the beautiful technology it brings, we're going to be able to catch a lot more, hopefully, in the future.
Oh, PSX!
Where are you going, buddy?
He was blind.
He should still have that sense, that knowledge, feel where he is. He should have felt that he was running into a wall, you know?
I mean, but he makes it out.
That's all that matters. But Petro makes it out of the game, getting taken down by Dilsif. Now it's just going to be the oh-so-scary push from the park. Just pushing through, hoping not to find anybody with a gun, looking out angrily. You got to check every corner. He's even looking behind that tree. Might even peek into the booth here. You kind of have to, but just so quick on the trigger. Pemmican taking out Rix as he comes around the corner. Kiryu is going to get the revenge kill, but PSX with that op, oh so common, taking another life for the Saints. Running around the corner with his knife out, I believe. Was not expecting to see somebody there. We're tied up again, Theo.
We go again.
For overtime. We're going to have another best of 6 on our hands.
I think now it is whoever hits 19 wins.
Yes.
If I had to guess, because it was first to 16 if you win by 2. Now I believe it's going to be first to 19.
Exactly.
Is it win by 2 again, or is it cut off? Or can we go infinite?
It can be infinite.
Let's go infinite.
It's just going to repeat overtime until somebody loses the game. Of course, leagues have different rules. You know, somebody's going to have to go home eventually. I mean, so they might have some league rules there that I'm not too certain of at this point. But standard is for Counter-Strike, overtime goes until it goes.
Yeah, and I think that's the best. You know, you want to make sure you have a clear winner, the better team to win.
Absolutely.
Which is, I think, the absolute best way to play. Draws.
Oh
my
God.
PSX doesn't like draws other. He wants the 2-0 for his team here with the op, looking absolutely like
impressive.
A maniac with this operator.
It's just not good enough on the side of the Saints. They have to be a lot more careful than this if they want to find any success.
They have to check this. They have
to. Flash comes out, nade comes out, but everybody's too scared. He's going to do a lot of damage to that nade pre-firing, but he's not going to be able to flick the cursor enough to get the kill after he drops one. Rix going to go for the kill there. After that, they're going to go for a boost. A nade comes out. PSX watching this corner, so that corner is completely shut down. Nobody can go there. Don't even try. And now, with the M4 silenced, making his way through the tunnels, rotating up. States are going to rotate over as well. They realize that A side is no good for them, trying to make their way through connector into B side.
Yeah, and in that 1v4, even getting 1 kill is impressive. He got a lot of damage on another member, so he just fully stopped the A push basically by himself, and now St. Clair are kind of in a dead end. They're trying to go up mid, but there's members of Condor all around them. It's going to be a pinch coming out from both sides. Really hard for St. Clair to enter either side, but they want to go towards A. Maybe they can find somewhere as they
Petro!
do. PSX goes down, which is an absolutely massive pick. Now they'll have control of A side. Can they hold it down? This would be a crucial turnaround round for St. Clair.
Oh, the nade almost took out Rix!
Almost, but it doesn't, and the 3v3 stays as 2 people go down. Pedro goes down. That's a 2.
Slip from behind. No, he says absolutely not. He turns around and gets the kill, turns right back around and gets the headshot. Hunterscorp absolutely on fire as he ties his shoelaces to go into the next round.
And that is absolutely massive. You know, we've seen Hunterscorp with those clutches. We see it yet again. You know, whiffing those shots at that moment is so heartbreaking. You want to see, like, we want to see good performance, but everyone makes mistakes. Everyone makes clutches, you know. Even getting that turn on, getting that shot is a good shot. Getting the final kill in the 1v2, absolutely amazing clutch by Hunterscorp as St. Clair look to close out the map with another round win here.
Playing so carefully here in the right moments and playing recklessly when it's also appropriate. You don't want to give the enemy team too much room to work with, so you have to make those risky plays sometimes. That nade kill, just like I mentioned before, almost taking out Rix on the point, and after that he was able to turn on and get a kill. It's these differences in HP, but the residue from the explosion making him very obscure. JBH is still able to find the kill. Rix getting the wall bang headshot onto Dilsif. PSX is just the man you want here if you're trying to hold this spot. Smokes are up, but the bodies are coming through. None of them are looking at him. The trigger discipline is going to afford him 2 kills. Waiting for the perfect opportunity, and he finds the perfect flick. The molly hitting him right in the face. It's not even going to deter him. He gets another one, throws it out retaliatory. Take that. Throw one at me, I throw one at you. What an excellent play from PSX. Just changing the game here. Turning around Hunterscorp, not able to clutch it out this time. Not quite. What an excellent clutch from PSX. Waiting just an extra second. They do such a good job checking their corners, their Saints, but they didn't check it appropriately there. Just such a devastating check. They didn't find it, but what an excellent play from PSX. That's all I can say.
PSX just playing hero ball basically. 1v3, gets all 3 kills. He was not happy that they lost that last round. He was upset, but manages to bring his team on his back in that round. Gets it back 16-16 in this thrilling map 2 of Saints Gaming against Conestoga.
Last round before we switch sides here. Kiryu in that tunnel away, I believe. Come around the corner. They just miss each other, but I think they heard the footsteps.
PSX.
They know who to expect. Somebody's around that corner, and you don't want to be the one caught. Surprise! Going around, but he was not able to crouch in time to get that headshot. The AK's recoil and spray is not very good in motion. Hunterscorp is going to replace his fallen teammate as he comes through the tunnels and emerges through the door. Smoke's going to go down. JBH notices it, and he finds that as an opportunity, but tracking him so perfectly, Dilsif is going to put a bullet through his head, through the smoke, and Hunterscorp
5v1.
have to do a lot of hard work. Oh, I have the AK.
Hey, we've seen him clutch.
We've seen him clutch? That's an understatement. We've seen him Omega
clutch.
Omega clutch.
But none would be bigger than this.
None would be bigger. That's, again, an understatement. This would probably be the best clutch of all time. A 1v5, and you're already taking damage. One's coming at you from behind, throwing out the flash, but he knows that someone must be behind him. He knows not to get too comfortable, not to get too safe from behind.
Oh, he finds it.
One. Morty, he's going to get put down, but there's so many more gentlemen he has to keep fighting with. Throwing out the flash, emerging through the corner, but he gets it, but he was too...
traded out.
He didn't find it. The flashbang was up. He was covering his eyes, but he couldn't find the kill. It was such an excellent play from them, but not going to be good enough.
And PSX is now on 40 kills after that 3K that round. For people who watch CS, how impressive is 40 kills in a match?
40 kills? I really don't even, I didn't even notice it. Just, I'm still processing that. 40?
40 kills?
You said he had 40 kills.
40 kills.
That is absolutely
41
absurd.
actually.
41 kills. PSX, this team's looking a little top heavy, I have to say.
Yeah.
He's doing such a good job at keeping them in this game. Again, not to say that the other members of the team are not
they're
equally
they're
skilled.
riding his wave though. Like they're playing around
Soaring
well.
on the back of the Condor.
Yeah. Sometimes, you know, when you have a star player like that, you just need to let him do his thing and play around him, and that's exactly what they're doing. As
Petro
finds
challenging
PSX.
Oh, in fact, yeah, that's PSX getting
Reachback.
a taste of his own medicine. A flash coming out just along the horizon, but no play is going to be made off of it. Rix is going to come around the corner and fly Dilsif. Now coming from behind, Hunter Scorp might be able to find them. He is going to get the kill into Extreme. The rotation coming out to Connector from Rix. Seeing if he can find anybody in water. Just his teammate there. We have one T-side member.
This is a big position.
Now, going through the tunnel here, things have gotten a little bit quiet, but it's not going to remain for long. The train is really going by. It has no idea what's going on here, what's about to transpire. As Hunter Scorp comes from behind. Morty.
Oh, he finds him.
Pemmican finds the kill.
But he doesn't know Hunter Scope's behind him.
Doesn't know. Why would you do that? Oh, he went for the molly when he could have just went for the kill. Now it's just going to be a 1v2. The bomb is getting planted, and it's up to Petro to clean up the mess. Going through Canal, he might want to pick up that M4 if I'm being perfectly honest here. Molly in hand, flashbang as well. Only other util in this game is going to be in the hands of Petro. He has a smoke grenade that's not going to do too well. He just has to find the placement, throwing out the smoke. Coming up around the corner in water. He sees him, but he's not able to get the flick down. Conestoga Condors, I believe, 1 round away from winning this.
They are. Match point as we see 18-16 for Condor, crawling their way back from 8-0, making it to overtime, making it to second overtime. They're full of momentum right now. They are all playing, they're firing on all cylinders, and they just need one more round to take this exciting map too.
If there's one thing that can be said today is if this ends up being an 0-2, calling it an 0-2 would be an injustice. This is more like as close to a have to as you could get. It's such a close game, and they're doing so well to keep themselves in it.
Gets 2 picks to start the round off, though.
It's looking good for them. But coming up, Rix in Lower Park holding this scary alleyway. As the T-side members start pulling through, a nade comes out, and now they come out one by one. Petro finding one there. PSX picking up Hunter Scorp with the SG. Rix is going to go down to a nade, already low HP.
It's just
PSX. PSX not going to get the kill. Rix is going to be able to retaliate in time, and that's going to be around for the Saints. Close to tying it up. This could be another overtime.
I'm all for it.
Game. I'm here all day. I want to see this game until the bitter end, but honestly, this end won't be that bitter. Yeah. Relatively sweet indeed. Looking at the
Petro's got 40 as well.
Yeah, but a little less top heavy. The next member on the Saints are going 31. It's a very close game. I really can't say I've seen too many games that are closer than this.
Yeah, and it's going to be a B push.
B push indeed. Again, I do favor the Saints pushing on.
They're gonna just take B side for free, I believe. It's not gonna be too much resistance.
Kiryu was holding Upper Park, but there was no resistance there. They're gonna get some trades out, and in fact, not even trades, just single kills. Hunter Scorp is gonna find one on B side, but it's not looking good for the Saints. They don't have a lot of ground to cover, and Util's going so perfectly in their favor. Smoke's just finally dissipating. The bomb is ticking. Saints aren't even close. The door getting the wall bang. He didn't check the right corner, not fast enough. Can't really blame him.
1v4.
Bomb, 1v4. Bomb is ticking faster than a kettle when it's full of water and about to boil over. It's singing and the choir has come. It's time for this game to end. The Condors have come to roost and the Griffins are flying away. The St. Clair Saints taking it so close, a 19-7 victory in this overtime game. The Conestoga Condors taking the victory over the St. Clair Saints. And Theo, it's been an absolute pleasure and a joy to watch this game, and I want to hear what you have to say about this one.
Well, that was pure fireworks. Both maps were actually very close. Going to 2 overtime is not something you see all the time, and seeing how clutch, some clutch plays, some good timeout usage from Condor, making up some strategies maybe mid-map to crawl back into that map being down 8-0. It's not easy to come back when you're down 8-0, but they're able to keep their mental in it. They're able to keep their mechanics in it. They're able to ride PSX's wave, getting those picks, playing around him, and it works out perfectly for them as they're able to close out map 2 and win the series 2-0.
Yeah, I think that it was just a little bit of an understatement, that importance of the timeouts, that 0-2 they were facing, that they were staring down the barrel of the gun of the Saints. Just a couple of timeouts, some extra time to think, some thoughts being really expressed, probably some yelling from the coach, maybe.
Whatever works.
Always helps,
Whatever
right?
works.
Sometimes you just got to tell your players to stop doing something and do something else instead.
Exactly.
But with that being said, they were able to take the victory and take it very strongly. Not very one-sided in one way or the other. Just, I can't stress enough how close of a series that was. But from the previous games today that you had a pleasure of watching, able to recount how those went for us?
Yeah, well, Rocket League, our Saints Green was able to get a very dominant win. They won 3-0, letting up 1 goal in the whole series, so very well played by our team there. Then we had our COD team, our Academy COD team.
Yeah.
It was a surprisingly pretty close series, knowing how dominant our COD team is, but it was a 3-0 in the end. We saw the last map pretty well. We watched a good amount of it, and they looked pretty dominant. The hard point was really close, but the S&D wasn't too close, 6-2, and then so they won 3-0, and now we just saw our Saints unfortunately take a 2-0 loss to Condor, but it was, as you said, more of like a 0.5-2 instead of a 0-2 because of how close the map was. But yeah, that's basically our Saints Day recapped right there.
Absolutely. It's been an absolute pleasure to bring this with you. We have, a lot of things coming up for us tomorrow as well. We have the CCA Open for Rocket League, and it's going to be a very exciting day. As usual, I like to always shout out the people who made this production work. As always, we have a lot of new observers, but the people who I know for sure are in the back. We had, of course, Danner's always there holding it down. We had Patrick on here with you earlier.
We
and
did.
Of course, thanks to him. Thanks to you for holding this game. I just had to hop in for Counter-Strike. I'm not going to ever miss that. And we have Ari observing for Call of Duty. I believe we had Jordan for Rocket League and TJ for Counter-Strike. With that being said, that's another Saints game day wrapped up in a nice, pretty little bow. And again, it's been a pleasure to bring it to you. Hope to see you again. Again, tomorrow we have the CCA. Don't miss that for the world, because I won't. I'll be there. Hope to see you as well. Take care.
Follow the socials. See you next time.